world? We got another Crypto Talks, and today I got a special guest, one of my closest friends, one of my trainers, okay? And now we're actually partnered up per se.
Hell yeah.
Right?
Yes,
we're partnered up.
Yes, we are.
Okay? Asim, aka Asim, the founder. It's not up yet. I will show you in a second of Goat Shed. Okay? If you guys don't know what Goat Shed is, they're beating everybody up. It is an absolute annihilation in the MMA space.
Yes. If there's a viral video in the world, it's probably from Goat
It is
Shed.
coming from Goat Shed.
Exactly.
Let's give this man a round of applause for curating beast in the MMA space.
That feels good. Thank you, guys. We're going to continue talking in a moment. There we go. Okay. All right,
Awesome. I'm so happy that you're here, bro.
Yes, sir. I got it. Don't worry.
Listen,
I don't know what I'm doing.
So this is where you speak in there. It's not over here.
See, this
it's
is
one of these.
one of the most professional podcasts I've ever seen.
Thank you.
This microphone is something special right now.
It is.
I got to even learn how to use this thing.
Yes.
I see the ugly little foam microphones. That's what I'm used to. You know.
No, this took me a while to get, sir, because it was during COVID season and everything was out of stock.
I got you.
But I went everywhere hunting for this, and we found it.
And you know what? I was saying when I walked in here.
Yes.
Before you even speak, so you drop knowledge.
Yes.
Before you even spoke, just by looking around the room, I started learning something. I started learning. That's something special.
Yeah.
Because the space you're living in is an educational space for everybody.
Thank you, bro.
I'm looking at this board right now.
Yes.
I'm looking at short-term goals, long-term goals. I'm looking at routines and strategies. And this right here is gold. I would love to have a picture of this and just study this.
I'll send it to you.
Now, the scary thing that's behind the scenes is that's a big safe. That's as big of a closet. That's like a closet.
It's pretty big.
It's like a closet.
It's pretty big.
What the hell is in there?
Yeah, there's some,
Nobody knows. Have you ever taken a picture of that
Never.
safe? That safe will go viral.
That safe will absolutely go viral, bro. It's a pretty big safe, my man,
that's
right?
a big safe. I've never seen a safe like that.
I know.
And I live in the Goat Mansion and I haven't seen a safe like that.
We got to get you one.
I don't think I need one.
No, maybe you do. Maybe you don't.
One day. Well, now I'm collaborating with you.
Yeah.
As I get more educated, my goal is that safe right there.
So, dude, I mean, it's all about becoming the best version of you, right? So it's like, dude, not only on a financial standpoint, but it's also like I've made it, to be fit, to learn how to defend myself, and then also being prepared, and having the right tools around. Just to always be prepared to never be a victim to anything.
That's what I love because you're essentially a very complete person.
I try to
across the board.
I try to be.
And that's what I strive for all my students too. You know what I mean? So you know that the philosophy in our gym is to be the greatest you of all time.
Bro, all right, so here's a story. Dude, I never stepped foot in your gym for like a year. Because I was like, bro, that shit's scary. Like, I know a lot of people look at it. Matter of fact, you guys need to see it. You guys got to see this gym.
You want me to go to Safari for you?
Yeah,
right. All right, there we go.
Boom. Goat Shed.
And you look at this right here, you see 170K followers, but
170K real followers.
But when you start looking at the savage content,
let's look at the savagery content,
dude. You're seeing guys getting stitched up. You're seeing fights. You're seeing crazy things. This is one of our biggest prospects. He fought last night. So this crazy man brought a book to read a bedtime story to his opponent.
Click on the
audio.
So, yeah, we want to hear that.
And he brought the bedtime story, and look at the eyes. Look at the eyes. You can't deny his eyes. Watch this. Look at those eyes.
He has very determined eyes.
Yes. And I want you to look at this.
What's his name?
His name is Jim. Big Bucks Jim.
Big Bucks Jim.
And
did he win that fight?
He has won every fight so far. He's undefeated right now.
Undefeated.
And here's where I'm going to tell you something special about this guy.
Okay.
Look, I want you to look at his eyes again.
Does he give you those eyes?
Those are the eyes.
Does he give you those eyes, though?
Hell yes. And look at that. Come on. You can't deny that, man. So I don't want to. He's cursing a little bit, so I don't know how far.
No, we could curse.
Okay. I
want cursing.
Okay, no problem. This is an uncensored podcast.
Uncensored podcast.
Now, what I'll say is something interesting.
Yes.
This is something very interesting. This is his first fight ever. He's like, you're gonna feel me. You're gonna feel me.
He has big eyes.
He does. And over here it said the eyes don't lie.
Where's he from?
So he's American, and he was actually a pro football player.
From Miami?
From Miami.
Because I know a lot of your students come from everywhere.
Yes, you know what?
Dude, they come from Russia. They come from Mexico.
Right. Yeah, a lot of Latin America. All
Latin
over
America, bro.
Yeah.
Chile?
Chile, Venezuela.
Argentina.
Yes, all, Cuba, huge.
But Cuba's close.
Cuba's right here. Yeah,
No,
yeah.
but still,
Well, yeah, most of my students, they swam
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
You know,
Shout out to the Mesh Brothers.
Yes,
I
Smash
love them.
Brothers.
Smash.
Brothers. Man, we have, I'm jumping around.
Okay,
Let me
no,
start
go
with this
ahead.
guy.
Go ahead, bro.
Let me start with this guy.
It's okay.
This is my private student.
He's who?
He's my private student, Jim.
Jim.
He's my private student.
Like private.
Private.
You're still doing privates, bro?
I stopped, but he came up to me one day, and you're going to love this. He said he wanted to be a fighter, and he talked very loud, and he was training, and then one day I go to him and say, hey, the way you're training, I'm never getting you a fight, bro. And he looked at me, he's like, what do you mean? Like, I don't like the way you train. And he looked at me and said, whether you like it or not, you're going to be my best friend. And he never missed a day. Not only did he never miss a day after that, he became my private student, training with me twice a day privates. Twice a day. He fought twice in 6 days.
Twice in 6 days.
He cut 35 pounds both times. So in 6 days, he cut 70 pounds in total.
Cut 70 pounds?
He went from 210 to 171, back, fought, knocked the guy out. 210 to 171, back, knocked the guy out.
Wait,
again.
he knocked the guy he was at 210, dropped to 170, knocked the
guy
dude
out.
How the hell he just gained?
He's 210
So he
pounds.
gained all that weight again?
All the way back.
And then came right back down.
And they came in 6 days, twice. Damn. So what I love about it is this. See, he talks a big game, right?
Hold on.
Tell me.
Big Bucks Jim.
Big Bucks _ Jim is his Instagram.
Yeah, Big Bucks Jim. Yeah. Football player.
How
old is he?
He's 25 years old.
Before he stepped foot in Goat Shed, was he an MMA fighter?
No, never.
Nothing?
No.
Zero?
So in high school, he won state championship in wrestling.
Okay. So he had some...
But he transferred to football. He stopped wrestling completely. But he had some skills. But definitely, I would say when he came to us... Athlete.
Got it.
He was extremely green, but you could tell he's an athlete.
No striking?
No.
No striking?
No.
Okay.
He was very, very new. He had talent. And another coach brought him in and said, hey, this guy's very talented, but he needs a team. He got so dedicated that, man, he's flowing. Look at this. This was his last fight. Okay. Right here. This was yesterday.
Bam!
Athletic. This is the proper defense for a guillotine. The guy does a guillotine.
Can you have to put the volume? I want to hear
yes.
this. Right there. Bam. Oh, I don't think... Did they have volume?
Oh, maybe this one had no sound for whatever reason.
Fine.
But this is a proper defense for a guillotine. He used a high crotch takedown that we worked. And I want you to notice that when he punched the guy once, the guy stopped moving. The fight wasn't over. He kept, this was the end of the round. But notice, he punches somebody once and the fight is over. Look at the fight that he did 6 days ago. It's unbelievable performance. This one right here.
This was 6 days ago.
This was 6 days ago.
Okay, volume. Okay. Pounding him.
So he said, you're going to feel me. You're going to feel me because he knew that nobody punches like him. Look at that. And he knocked the guy out. He dropped the guy 3 times, then knocked him out.
Oh.
Unbelievable.
That's a scary guy.
He's a very scary guy. And one thing that I love about him, it shows a deep philosophical mindset. Listen to this. Most people are very quiet, okay? They don't like putting themselves out there. And there's multiple reasons for that. Most of all, if they put themselves out there and they fail, they look dumb.
Right.
And they're scared of that.
Yeah.
Okay? So when you look at his weigh-in videos, he's very loud. And the comments, since we go viral, many times the comments are very negative about him.
Right.
They're like, he's scared. That's dumb. He should stay quiet. And I feel like that's a reflection of their thoughts.
Insecurities. Maybe.
Their insecurities. They're scared to talk. So they don't want other people to be successful by being loud because that would mean they're not successful.
Wow. You know what's so amazing? Guys, just so you freaking know, like for real, these guys are undefeated. These guys are the most up and coming. Is it even up and coming, or are you guys already there?
No.
How would you say it, bro?
Well, I would say in the first year we were up and coming. Now I would say we're established.
Established.
You know,
one of the best MMA academies in the world.
In the world.
Oh my
Hands
God.
down. Thank you guys. Thank you. I appreciate it. So I'll tell you this: the first year of opening, our pro team went 29-0.
29-0.
Undefeated.
That means everybody that came out your gym that you guys went and did a fight, 29-0.
29-0. Undefeated.
That means you didn't lose one.
No, we didn't lose
You
one.
won them all.
Yes.
Another one.
Okay. And then the second year now, our record has gone to 64-4 for our pro
so
team.
you tripled your fights.
Yes. 64-4.
64-4. That's a great ratio.
And this is a hard thing to say for some people, but I'll say this. Out of the 4 losses, 3 were people that were cross-training.
Okay. So they were doing you in another gym, not solely
Now,
you guys.
after their loss, I had a deep conversation with them. They've been full-time with us, and they really have taken off.
Okay.
You know, a great athlete. I don't want to name names because I don't want to mess with other gyms.
We don't want to.
I'm not saying...
I mean...
I get you. I'm not saying we
if
have.
You want to.
I'll definitely not say, hey, we're not the perfect. We may not be the perfect gym,
right?
But you look at statistics and numbers, it's pretty much perfect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm not saying we are. We're always improving, but look at the numbers. The numbers can't lie.
The numbers can't lie.
If you're denying it, what are you saying? 64-4. I've never heard of that in my life. With
right. So what would you say is what has been the difference?
The sauce.
With the sauce.
The sauce.
The sauce.
I'll tell you what it is. It's a combination of 2 things. It's a combination of very unique knowledge.
Yes.
Because essentially, my father invested so much into me to learn from the best coaches in the world. So usually a coach learned from one guy his whole life. He got a black belt from one guy and knowledge from one person. I got to fly around the world and work with legends.
Really?
Faraz Zahabi, who's GSP's coach. John Danner, who's one of the greatest coaches in history. Elio Gracie, Hoist Gracie. I got to learn from all these guys.
The YouTubers, what are they called?
Oh, Logan Paul, Jake Paul.
Jake Paul's trainer was your trainer.
Yeah.
What was his name?
Milton. Yeah. Milton was my trainer growing up. And that's why we have such a close relationship with Milton and we're always with Logan and Jake, you know?
Right.
Definitely.
Okay. So it's all that combination of years that you went to all these different places all over the world and learned hands-on with these legends.
Legends. Very unique knowledge.
Very unique knowledge. That's a great way to put it. Unique knowledge.
Yes.
And what else?
And now is the focused attention. That's another major aspect. So I'll tell you this. Amazing teams.
Focus attention. Focus attention.
Yes. Focus attention. So amazing teams, very successful teams like American Top Team, like Sanford. These teams are elite, beautiful teams, one of the greatest teams in history. The only issue they have is because it's such a large team, how are you going to focus on everybody? It's impossible.
Right.
If I was that size, I'd have the same problem. It's very natural. You have 3 coaches and you have 200 fighters. It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
So the up-and-coming fighters, unfortunately, have to be somewhat ignored. And it's reasonable because, hey, your top 10 guys are making millions of dollars. I have to focus on these guys. I have to give them the proper attention because they have the harder fights, the more important fights. Whereas with us, my goal is never to be a factory gym, ever. I never want 200 fighters. I want to do something different. I want an elite 20. That's all I want. An elite 20. And I want to focus on these guys to make them world champion, to make them famous, to make them influencers, to make them complete individuals like yourself.
Amazing.
Like yourself. Not just world-class fighters, but complete individuals where they're successful in all realms of life. And I can do that because there's 20. That's it. And it's 70 hours a week I'm working, and Laura's working 70 hours a week, and she's the attorney for the team. She's the manager.
Shout out to Laura.
Shout out to Laura.
Goat management.
Yes, Goat management. And I have to say, you know, she quit her 6-figure job at the law firm.
Attorney, like certified fact.
Yes.
Attorney.
And to work for free for Goat management for now, to invest in our guys. And it's paying off. We call this the golden year because now that first year of investment is finally coming back and paying back. So here's where the big bucks come. You know what I mean? So it's an exciting year for us.
I've been seeing it.
Yeah.
So how close are you to get these guys into like UFC and
so you're gonna love this, and this is something very interesting to talk about because a lot of our competitors, obviously they're mad because we're making more money, we're making more noise, and they're like, hey, I've been a pro for 7 years, I deserve the noise. Why do these guys that have been pro for 2 years get more attention than me? They're mad. They feel like we skipped the line. But what they don't understand is we've worked more intelligently, more efficiently. So instead of getting mad, they can look and get educated, right? Just like the crypto world, right? Crypto world blew up. Instead of people getting mad and be like, man, How these guys do this? Hey, let's get educated right now. Let's jump on board.
Let's participate.
Let's participate. What's happening? Look, I look at you and I'm like, hey, I want to learn right now.
Yeah.
Because I'm working 70 hours a week. I'm grinding. I'm doing all this stuff. But
Your eyes twitching.
my eyes twitching. I'm not sleeping. So I need to learn these other ways and educate myself. And I wish our competitors would look at it in that fashion instead of hating. You know what I mean? So, it's the golden year.
So it's the golden year. 2022 is the golden year.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And now, let's see. Okay. Damn, there's so much to talk about. Now, talk to me about
Oh, wait, the UFC thing.
the UFC thing.
I'll tell you this. So here's my strategy in building my fighters. Most managements want to sign you to UFC as soon as possible. And I'll tell you why. Many times fighters aren't loyal. They'll leave you. They'll do different things. So if I'm investing in you for years outside the UFC and then you leave me right before you get a UFC, I never get a return. There's no ROI, right? Now, these guys are my family. These guys have had their first amateur fight with me to undefeated pros, right? They've been with me for 4 or 5 years. So they're loyal to me for the most part. I've lost a couple guys, but for the most part, my team's very loyal to me.
Right.
So they can leave at any moment, but they decide to stick with me.
Right. And that shows a lot.
It does. So the management wants to sign them to UFC right away because right when they negotiate that contract, hey, these guys are locked in. I get to make that passive income, whether they want to leave me or not. It doesn't matter. I negotiated that deal. I get my money.
Right.
We don't have to worry about that. UFC has offered. We have guys that work with UFC that are offering deals, that work with Bellator, that work with One Championship. They are offering deals, and these are unbelievable dream organizations, and we will go there, but there's timing. Everything has a timing. Mayweather fought Pacquiao at the right time. He timed everything right.
And how do you know it's the right timing?
It's on a few things. Obviously, technical development, age, motivation, how your body's feeling, all these different things, what you've been through in your fight. Have you been through adversity? Have you worked through adversity? How hard have your fights gone? Have you gone to decision? Or are you just knocking people out? Roy, for example, just knocks people out, right? I can't put him in the UFC.
Why?
Because I'll tell you this story. You're going to love this. Mike Tyson, when he hit the scene, knocking everybody out. I forgot what it was. It was like 15-0, 15 knockouts, 2-round fights, 1-round fights. And they said, hey, are you ready for a world championship? Why don't you fight for a world championship? And the manager grabbed the microphone and says, he's not ready yet. They're like, he's undefeated with all knockouts. He's like, he's fought 5 minutes in the ring. He has no experience. I test my guys at the right moments. Okay, 2 fights, medium level, 1 hard fight. 2 fights, medium level, another hard fight. Let's see.
So it's a science behind that as well.
It's a science, and most people can't do that because they can't invest in their fighters like that. They're not able to. But we have an elite 20, so we can. We give that focused attention. We test them in the right moments. Right now, Roy just fought the number 9 ranked guy in the country. And that guy has 30 fights. Roy only has 7.
Wow.
Roy's destroyed this guy. If you put a timer, the guy only controlled 30 seconds of a 15-minute fight.
Wow.
And Roy controlled 14 minutes and 30 seconds.
Shout out to Roy.
Roy's unbelievable, He's one guy that's doing great. He proved himself. Ryan, in his second pro fight, fought for a title.
Third Street Savage.
In his second pro fight, fought for a title and smashed the guy, TKO'd the guy, and the guy didn't fight for a year and a half after Ryan.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So it just shows these guys, I test them at the right moment. You know what I mean? And we're going to slowly get there, just like Khabib did. Khabib had 17 fights. Khabib? 17 fights before he went to the UFC. I'm not going to do that. I don't have patience for that.
Okay, so we're almost there.
We're almost there.
Like Roy, how many fights he got?
So I'm going to be honest right now. With Roy, we're negotiating with Combate, Eagle, One Championship, and UFC. Because right now, this life is hard. Fighter life is hard.
Yeah.
So we need to go where the money is.
Totally.
Totally.
Yeah.
Right? So we're negotiating to get into contender. That's probably what's going to happen. But I really love Combate Global. The president, Campo, I love what they're going for. They're a Latin American organization.
Right.
They have 700,000 views a fight.
Oh, my gosh.
No, they're unbelievable. They're taking over Latin America, and
And where are they fighting?
They have events every week.
Where?
Right here in Miami.
Really?
In the studio of Univision.
Oh my goodness.
No, Combate Global is taking over. And they have the smartest people working for them.
Wow.
Now here's the thing. The Venezuelan audience.
Everything is Latin.
Everything.
The
focus.
Focus.
The focus is Latin America.
That's amazing.
And Roy has a huge Venezuelan following.
Bro, he's huge.
Huge. So I feel like if he gets that platform, he can blow up. And he'll help Combate blow up even more too.
Right.
It's a perfect collaboration. So I'm really, really rooting for that.
Let's give him a round of applause. Roy.
Yeah.
We got your back.
Yeah.
We got your back. That's actually one of the guys you've been working with the most, right?
Yes.
Roy Unbroken.
Yeah, Roy Unbroken.
You want to look him up?
You want me to go there?
Yeah, can you do that?
Yeah, let's go.
Shout out to Roy Unbroken.
I'll tell you this, with Roy, he's been with me for 5 years now, and he's one of my best fighters. I often say he's pound for pound GOAT, one of my best guys in my gym. And look at this. Let's just talk about this. 67.9 thousand followers with a blue check mark.
Oh my gosh.
And
when did he get the blue check mark?
He got the blue check mark like 3 fights ago.
Wow.
And he's only 7-0. So what's
7-0.
fascinating about that is fighters with 30 fights don't have a blue check mark or the following.
You know what's so beautiful? Look, he shouts you out.
Oh, this is my man.
That's what's up.
No, this is my...
I see you guys always had like an amazing connection, bro. Like,
Yeah.
it's been so much respect, dude.
I get emotional with him because I love this kid a lot. But when he started with me, I always tell the story everywhere I go, but he was the most struggling athlete I've ever had, where he had to learn a lot. He was very behind the curb, and I had a lot of fear about where his success would go. But he did work the hardest in the room. Wow. He did. And because of that, over the course of the last 5 years, without a doubt, he is my most complete fighter in every way. He has an unbelievable chin. He hits extremely hard, God-given power, unbelievable athleticism and intelligence. To be honest, when we corner together, he says the advice before me.
Wow.
I'm thinking it, and he already said it.
saying it.
His mind's working at such a fast rate that his eyes twitching like us. He's not sleeping. He has the anxiety, but that's part of success.
That's part of success.
It's part of success. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
His engine is ramped up so high. His brain works at such a quick degree. He's very quick to get bored. He can't stop moving, and that's a good thing, though.
Yeah.
It's a controlled chaos in his head, and it's very, very good.
And I see that he's also like, let's watch some of his videos there.
Yeah, I would love. He posts so much. He's so excellent with his social media.
Oh, this one was cool.
Yeah.
This is this one up here. This one up here. Up here.
Which one? Which one?
This one.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. This was wild. This is them sparring.
Nice.
They just held each other.
That was him and Elusive.
Yeah.
Oh my
They're going
God.
at it. They're going at it. I love this.
They really spar amazing, right?
They do. And what's awesome is my 125ers, the team of my 125ers are the most complete weight class I have in my team.
Got it.
They work together so well. They do not hurt each other. They go extremely hard, and they're very, very good partners. Drilla, Adrian, Gus, all these guys. The 125er division is unbelievable in our team. All right, here we go. Finally we get to see a fight of this guy.
All right.
And we see how the face.
Oof.
We see how the face.
And that's the number 9 ranked guy in the country. Number 9.
From where? From where?
From Dominican Republic. He was the former tight end champion.
Oh.
He has 3 times the amount of fights as Roy. And again, I
You
told
saw how he blocked that?
I know. So 14 minutes and 30 seconds of the fight, Roy controlled. Only 30 seconds the other guy controlled. Roy destroyed this guy, picked him apart. And he had to go through adversity, which is unbelievable. 30 seconds of adversity, but he came back and unbelievable dismantled this guy.
Sheesh.
Look at that. And this guy, look, the guy's throwing back. He's not a bum.
No,
this guy's a killer. There you go. Look at that. The guy had no chance, honestly. The guy had 0 chance.
Wow. Round of fucking applause, buddy.
Yeah, definitely, man. I mean, Roy, you can't. I don't even know who this guy is. I don't know
is
how
this
this
guy?
happened. There we
You
go.
got- yeah, you got
I don't
it
know how
right.
this happened, but yeah. So definitely one of my most complete guys.
Let's go back to Goat Shed.
Oh wait, Goat Shed. Let's go back and look at that. Tagged in the bio.
Beautiful.
My man tagged in the bio.
So now let's go into before we go into somebody else.
All right.
All right.
Take Will Smith.
What's very important here is that you were also a fighter. I mean, you still are a fighter, but you were
No. I'm not a fighter anymore.
not a
I
fighter.
was.
You was a fighter.
I shot that dog in me.
Boom.
Yeah.
So there was a time I remember you telling me a story. You were like, Ivan, I was a fighter and I was a trainer, and I had to make a decision.
It's crazy. I talked about this with Roy yesterday because I grew up my whole life, 3 years old, training with my father. My father was my coach. He flew me around the world, and always my mission in life was one thing: to be world champion. And you know, I had an amazing amateur career. 24-0 in kickboxing, 29-0 kickboxing MMA. 29-1 kickboxing MMA.
That's great.
I won 2 world championships kickboxing. I was doing unbelievable, you know, winning combat sambo national championships, all this stuff, like doing really amazing things across a lot of sports. In Florida, I was weight class champ for 55 and 70, and I was defending both weight classes. So I was doing great things. When I turned pro is when I started training my fighters and kind of juggling it. And it was crazy. What Roy explained to me yesterday made me realize is I kind of found my purpose in coaching, because it's strange. I fell in love with their careers more than my own. I don't know how that happened though, because my whole life I thought I loved me fighting and me being world champion. And all of a sudden, I gained more happiness by transferring the knowledge to these guys. And I don't know the right way to phrase this, but I felt like they deserved it more than me because they came from such a different upbringing. And I really loved seeing them getting out of that situation and going to a better situation. Because in the end of the day, I grew up, my parents are fascinating people. I'll tell you this, my father was cleaning pools. He was working in the factory, no money. My uncle was a taxi driver. And then my uncle, passed away with over $50 million in his account. Wow. My father became a millionaire 3 times, lost everything 3 times. Now he's back.
No way.
My mother is a self-made millionaire as well, but they were all broke. They came from Pakistan here. The trenches of Pakistan came to this country with nothing. My mother was sleeping in a gas station. My father was sleeping in his convenience store.
Don't end this. Don't end this. This is a good.
Yeah. So my father, my parents, I got to see them sleeping in their businesses to being multi-millionaires.
How old were you when you saw them, sleeping in their businesses and stuff like that?
I was very young. I was like 6 years old.
So
like
they really
this.
came here with nothing.
Nothing. Like maybe like $200, something like this.
Okay. From
Pakistan.
From Pakistan.
From Pakistan, which is unbelievable, and that's why
to Miami.
To Miami. Yeah.
And then what was their first business?
Well, they worked in the pool, cleaning pools and factories and stuff like this. And then my father saved up money and got eventually a convenience store. My uncle saved money and bought a property from being a taxi driver. And then my uncle sold the property and bought a hotel on Ocean Drive.
Stop it.
But when Ocean Drive was nothing.
Wow.
When Ocean Drive was nothing. So guess what? Ocean Drive had a big plan and he didn't know it. So he sold a hotel on Ocean Drive for $1.2 million.
Wow.
At the time, it was a lot.
Right.
But he didn't realize that thing would be like $50 million now.
Totally.
So he had no idea. He sold it and he bought a block in downtown Miami.
No.
Ocean Drive blew up, but it's okay. He had a block in downtown. Then he kept buying. He bought a farm. What
did he do with the farm?
It's still there. We own it.
What's on the farm?
It's actually nothing. It's 14-acre land, something like that. And Davie, primetime location. It's a definitely cash, mine.
Yeah.
So it's unbelievable. But again, my father with the convenience store opened up the health food store, bought duplexes, did everything in property.
Where was the health food store?
It's been there 30 years.
Where?
It was the first ever health food store in South Beach, 1534 Alton Road.
That's not the
Apple a day.
But it's a nutrition store?
So here's the thing. My dad opened it 30 years ago as a vitamin market. But the trend of health changed from supplements to more whole foods. And when that happened, he decided to turn it to a cafe. Or actually, I convinced him, I argued with him to turn it to a cafe. And then obviously he took it over from there with his amazing business mind.
You guys still have that?
Yeah, 30 years and running, more than 30 years now. Yeah, 32 years, 31 years now.
Okay.
So it's the longest reigning health food store in Miami.
I got to ask you, do you guys also rent cars?
Yes. So this is something new that I got involved with. We have a partner at Goat Shed, and now Goat Shed has a whole fleet of cars, Rolls Royces, Lambos, Ferraris, all these things. And now we're business partners. Right now we're working to expand and buy a 20,000 square foot place. We'll have dormitories. We'll have kitchens for our fighters. They'll be living there. We'll sponsor their living, everything. And we'll start a recruit system to fill up the 20 spots and then close the team for eternity. How do you look so good? There's no way you're not doing Botox.
Bro,
you have no wrinkles.
I'm only 36.
But look at me. Look at my forehead.
Uh-huh.
I need Botox ASAP. My girl is mad.
How old are you?
I'm 32. I need Botox, so I'm going to get on that. My skin's gray. I'm getting old. I'm aging.
I got gray
twice
hairs,
You
too.
look good. Get out of here, bro.
Dude.
Your skin is full. You look hydrated.
Okay. I started doing skin products, though.
Okay.
Skin products.
I got to get into that.
Bro, do you put anything?
I don't.
At all?
No.
Well, I just started, bro, so we can't say that was the magic thing.
I understand.
But you have to tell your girl at night to also give you. They do their little nightcap
Yes, you're
thing.
right. They do.
Be like,
They
babe,
do.
come over here.
They do.
Do this.
You know,
Da-da-da-da-da.
what I'll say is, and this is going to sound funny, but I don't mean it as a joke. Everyone says they want to be successful. Everyone says they want to be a millionaire, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But are they willing to do what my parents did and sleep in the gas station floor?
No.
You know what I mean? They're not willing to do that stuff. Are they willing to work 70 hours a week? Because if you're an entrepreneur, it's all on you.
It's all on you.
No one's giving you instructions.
Please, bro. say it how it is, man. Say it how it fucking is, bro.
This is why don't people talk about this?
No, say it how it fucking is, bro.
There's a dark side to
There's
being
a
an
huge
entrepreneur.
dark side. Even your fighters. Your fighters sleep in your fucking gym.
They do. I have a washer dryer for them. I have everything, kitchen, everything for them.
Dude, you sleep in your gym.
I do sleep in the gym.
When you have a mansion, you sleep in your gym.
I do.
Dude, this is why. This is the shit that Dude, you don't need to fucking have a gym.
No, I don't.
You don't need to go through the stress you go through. You didn't even need to be a fucking MMA fighter, bro.
I didn't. And with our competitors that talk, they hate on us a lot. It never affected me, but at this point, since we've proven ourselves, it gets me upset now because I work so much harder than them. I work so much smarter than them. I work across the board. I don't need to do it.
You know what's crazy, bro? Like on this page, who does most of the shit? You?
It's only me. No, it's only me.
you.
It's only me. It's only me.
It's only you. Those funny videos you make them.
Yeah.
You always, bro.
Always.
Your best friend is your camera, dude. You always have your phone out.
Yes.
You're creating the content.
Exactly. So the thing is, like, I'm running the gym. I'm creating the content. I'm coaching these fighters. I'm sleeping in the gym 70-hour weeks. My girl's doing 70-hour weeks. How can anyone hate on that?
Oh, dude.
You know?
And that's why when you talk your shit, you talk your shit.
Yes.
Because you feel it.
I feel it and I deserve it.
Yeah.
And you know what? Most people are scared to talk their shit because, hey, you know what? They're scared of failing.
Yeah.
And I truly believe the way we're committing our lives to this, I believe in what we're doing. Because I'll die before I fail. You know what I mean? And an entrepreneur needs to have that mindset. I'll tell you something super interesting story, okay? There's an entrepreneur that I don't even know, but I follow, and he wrote on a story one day, he said, fuck my friends, fuck my family, everyone uses me, I don't even care, my clients can't, all this stuff, he's complaining. So I wanted to test him. I wrote to him, I said, hey, no one cares about your fucking excuses.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Complain to someone else on your own.
Yeah.
But I wanted to see how he would react.
Yeah.
Because if he would have cursed me out, he's going to fail. He's not an entrepreneur. He wrote to me and said, thank you, I needed that. And I said, that's a man that's going to be successful. Because no one cares about your complaints when you're an entrepreneur. No one gives a fuck. It's all on you to be successful.
Totally.
You know what I mean? And when he said that, I said, he just changed his state of mind. He deleted the story. We started talking. You know, he's like, thank you. You know, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? And, you know, we had a good talk. And he's going to go on a great path right now because no one cares. No one cares about your excuses. The other day I had a fighter. And the thing is, most of my fighters are foreigners.
Yeah.
They came from other countries. Yeah. I have one guy, you're going to love this, a Cuban fighter. He walked through the jungle for 6 months to get here.
No way.
After 6 months of walking through the jungle by himself, he came to this country, got deported. And he did it again.
And he came back.
He did it again. And not only did he do it again, now he can't sleep.
Where's he from?
Cuba.
Oh.
He can't sleep anymore because he has PTSD from the animals that would attack at night and the sounds. So he comes to the gym and, I mean, he's running at night, shadowboxing at night. He can't go to bed anymore. He has over 300 boxing fights. He was on the national team, Olympic team for boxing. And now we just signed him to the biggest bare knuckle organization in the world.
Which one?
BKFC. Right? Where Hector Lombard's at. Yes.
Where he was.
Where he was. And Dave Feldman.
Which he's a champ.
He is the champ. And Dave Feldman, the president of BKFC, blessed us with a beautiful contract, gave him a signing bonus, helping us out because he believes in this man. And he does sacrifice his whole life for this. He's not a part-time fighter.
What's his name?
His name is Freddie Masabo. Freddie Masabo. He's 6-0 in MMA, over 300 amateur boxing fights, and now this will be his first bare knuckle boxing fight.
Which guy is that?
You know, I posted.
That's a great story about Kenny, bro. When Kenny came to you, he was that big.
Oh, yes. So, okay, God, we have
So many guys.
That's what's one thing very interesting, and I feel like other gyms don't do it enough. They don't advertise the beautiful stories of a lot of these fighters because these fighters go through so much.
Your story is their glory, my friend.
It is, you know, and Kenny gets me very emotional too. He came to me at 320 pounds, 310 pounds.
No fucking way.
And now he fights 170.
That's fucking nuts.
So, I mean, unbelievable kid. He lost that in 10 months.
Dude.
So let me tell you something. To make a life change in 10 months and lose 120 pounds is one thing. But to do that and develop skills to become a kickboxing champion, that's unbelievable. Shout out to Kenny.
And he's young, right?
He's
like
21,
21?
21. He just turned 21. Let's watch this.
Wasn't it Kenny?
So, this guy made fun of him because Kenny fights with a shirt on. He doesn't feel comfortable being shirtless. So Kenny punished him for this. This was the title fight.
Kenny, good shit.
He was talking shit to this guy. He's like, where you at?
Yo, look at his head moves, bro.
He's calling him. He's come here, man. Pressuring this guy. Offense the whole time.
Bro.
And then I sat on the stool. I sat on the stool. Kenny gave me water.
Kenny gave you one.
Yeah. I told the guy, hey, you have 3 rounds left, baby. 3 rounds left. What are you going to do? He was making fun of Kenny. Get out of here. We went through too much.
This is a title fight?
This is a title fight. We went through too much. He's like, come here, baby. No, we're not going to fail. Title, the champ right there.
Wow,
the champ right there. That's my man.
Congratulations, Kenny.
Kickboxing champion.
You see what he could do for you, Diego? We need to get you in that gym, buddy.
That's my man. You know, and he told him, he's like, take off your shirt. You're scared to take off your shirt. And Kenny mushed him in the face. But a lot of people went off on that. They didn't like that in the weigh-ins. But
like, what? But, bro, that's disrespectful.
that's a man that was 320 pounds, maybe didn't have the most confidence, and then turned his life over, and he doesn't let anyone talk to him.
Yeah.
And that's admirable in itself.
Totally.
Admirable in itself.
Admirable.
You know?
1000%.
Amazing.
So going back to what you were saying, bro, like, and I think this was very important to highlight is that you come from humble beginnings, but your family did very well for themselves.
Yes.
And
Very quickly.
And hard work,
Yeah.
dedication, commitment, strong why, strong values, principles, morals, consistency, eating shit, making it happen, doing it every day.
You're very right.
And they made it happen. And you were privileged.
Yes.
You were in a privileged position.
Yes.
And because your father was where did your father start doing martial arts? Here?
No. In Pakistan. My family's been
Really?
training their whole lives. My
No.
uncle and father were black belts in Taekwondo. My dad is a black belt in Jiu-Jitsu from Cyborg. They're no joke. The family is fighters.
Pakistan.
Yeah, in Pakistan.
So when they came here,
they were already fighting.
and they had the means.
Yes.
Your father continued training?
Yes.
Your father continued training?
My father at one point was the assistant to the Olympic coach for Taekwondo.
Wow.
And then you're gonna love this story. I started training Jiu-Jitsu. He didn't believe in Jiu-Jitsu. He was a Taekwondo, sold on Taekwondo. He thought UFC was fake. And it was my dream to train with the Gracies. And when I was 10 years old, I went to the Gracie Academy. I got to train
Where?
with Hoist Gracie in Miami.
Okay.
In Miami. Hoist Gracie would visit often. Elio Gracie, his father, would visit often. I got to train with my heroes. And then when I was 12 years old, one day, my dad and I, when we would get into arguments, he would wrestle me. That's how he would kind of discipline me.
Right.
So we would wrestle, but he didn't know jiu-jitsu at all. So I tied his shirt up around his neck. He didn't know what was going on. And I put him to sleep.
No.
And I didn't know what going to sleep was. I was 12. So my dad is shaking on the floor, eyes rolled back.
Oh, you got scared.
I thought I killed him.
Yeah.
So I opened the door, started screaming in our apartment, I killed my dad, I killed my dad, I killed my dad. Everybody ran out their doors to come inside our apartment. My dad wakes up. He started jiu-jitsu the next day.
He started to
His 12-year-old son shouldn't be choking him out.
No,
you know what I mean?
no, yeah.
And he's a black belt. So.
Okay, so how old were you when you start?
10 years old,
10
jiu-jitsu.
No.
3
just
years.
martial art. 3 years started.
I have a video of 4 years old throwing spinning back kicks.
I think you put it up with it.
Yeah, definitely.
And then you traveled all over the world.
Yes.
Because your father could have facilitated,
Yes.
and your father was loving it because
Of course.
he loves martial arts. He loves that his son is learning all this stuff. And then how old were you when you did your first amateur?
So I did. So here's something interesting. The Gracie family, the way they spread jiu-jitsu was through challenge matches, through dojo storming. So the jiu-jitsu culture today is a lie. Bow, all this, it was BS.
They didn't do that back then?
BS. That's fake jiu-jitsu culture. Real jiu-jitsu culture is to rule with an iron fist.
To rule with an iron fist.
Yes. Elio Gracie, one of the creators of jiu-jitsu, he would absolutely love what we're doing here in many ways because we rule with an iron fist. To give you the personality, Elio Gracie would throw a kimono at another gym, at another coach in his gym, challenge him to a fight in front of everybody, bare knuckle, no time limit, no weight class, and then beat him up and then take all the students. Rule with an iron fist. He said, you believe your system works? Let's go. And I'll show you mine works. And that's what we do all the time. So today's culture, people criticize us, but they don't know the original tradition of jiu-jitsu. It's all a lie. The black belts in jiu-jitsu, the masters of jiu-jitsu are lying to everybody. It's not true. Rule with an iron fist. The traditional masters are still the same way.
Wow.
So when I was 14 years old, Hoist Gracie, Elio Gracie were putting me in challenge matches, bare knuckle, no time limit, no weight class, no rules, fighting bare knuckle in the back room of our gym. And nobody knew I was 14. So after I beat the crap out of them, they say, hey, this kid's 14 years old. He's 140 pounds. Wow. People would be shocked. And I was instructed never to
But
punch.
140 pounds Oh, 14. Yeah, that's average, right?
14,
Yeah, yeah,
140
yeah.
pounds.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
they were instructing me, hey, if the fight's easy, don't punch them, slap them.
Okay, but this is a jiu-jitsu school,
This was a jiu-jitsu
and
school.
you would still do striking.
But back then, the way traditionally jiu-jitsu was a fighting art, not a grappling art. So competing in jiu-jitsu there was no such thing as competing in jiu-jitsu. Competing in jiu-jitsu was bare knuckle, no time limit fights.
No.
That was competing in jiu-jitsu when I was a kid.
Wow.
So my mentality of jiu-jitsu is what you see here. Whereas the new generation of jiu-jitsu, they don't understand this. Their new generation is let me put pajamas on and grapple and sit on my butt. And that's a beautiful form, a beautiful sport. And I really love that sport, to watch that sport, but it's different.
Yeah.
This is the jiu-jitsu I know.
Really?
So that's why I act this way. I honestly feel that I will keep the tradition of Helio Gracie's mentality alive. It's a traditional, it's a modern sense where, hey,
Can you put them up?
Helio Gracie.
Yeah.
Oh, I put Helio Gracie for you. And this
right there.
This was 95 years old. This man.
Oh, that's the real guy. That's the older guy.
Yes.
The older guy that would beat everybody up.
So this is the man.
Him. I see him all over.
This was back in the day when he was a fighter. Let's see this here. Let me see.
Videos maybe?
It's gonna be hard. I'll show you on YouTube some videos of this guy. So 95 years old, and I'll tell you at 95. And come on, I'm not a guy that exaggerates.
You met this man.
I would take privates with him.
Privates.
I'm one of the guys in the world that took the most privates with Helio Gracie for sure.
No.
Yeah. When he was here, and my dad would invest in this. This is very expensive. First of all, you have to prove yourself, and then you get to take privates and pay for it. So it's quite expensive. But I took many, many, many privates with him. And I followed in his system growing up, So you can see his fights. These were back in the day. The video is choppy, all this stuff. But I want to show you when he's older.
And
This is him probably at 93 years old, something like this. Let me fast forward a little bit.
So you're actually the king of videos. You love videos.
I love
You actually teach with videos.
Yes.
When you have a technique, you put up the video.
So I study, I do a lot of video study. This is him at 93 years old.
How old was he when you were training with him?
Between maybe 80.
So you see he does kicks.
Yeah, no.
He does kicks.
Jiu-jitsu is a fighting art. Jiu-jitsu that he knows was a fighting art. And he actually was an exaggeration. He didn't believe in grappling competitions at all. No sport jiu-jitsu. Me, look, I'm more modern with it. I love sport jiu-jitsu. It's a very fascinating art. Great way to train self-defense without getting hurt. But to him, he was absolutely against it. He was only fighting. You know what I mean? This is him at 93 years old.
And how old was he? I'm sorry, how old was he when you were training with him?
Maybe between 87 and 95. So he would visit from Brazil very often. I would say visit for a couple months every year. And in that time, I would take my privates. I was his assistant when he was in Miami. I was his assistant. So these are self-defense techniques. Hey, the guy grabs your shirt. What are you supposed to do? So he's teaching here wrist locks and a little more self-defense. Not so much the fair
And
fight
who did
scenario.
he learn from?
He learned straight from the Japanese. His brother and the Japanese. So the Japanese came to Brazil and taught the great-grandfathers of the Gracie family now, right? Helio Gracie, Carlos Gracie, all these guys, amazing founders of jiu-jitsu. So he's one of the founders.
Wow.
His last interview too. We won't listen to the audio, but just to show you, if you guys ever want to listen to it,
Create a professional logo that best reflects your brand.
they don't sponsor this podcast, so we don't listen to them.
No.
But if you guys ever want to listen, he explains what his image of jiu-jitsu is, and he's very passionate about. It's a fight. It's a fight without gloves, without time limit, without weight classes. He's very passionate.
That's what he says.
Yes.
Wow.
He has the longest fight in history. I don't want these guys to be on the screen either. These were some BS coaches, so I don't want them here. Yeah, they took away my black belt. There's a lot of things there.
Really?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about them.
Okay.
So anyways.
So let's go back to the goat shed.
So yeah, the goat shed. So wait, just longest fight in history.
Okay.
I'll tell you this.
Yeah.
How long do you think was the longest fight in history? Bare knuckle, no time limit.
Bare knuckle, no time.
Oh, no rules, headbutts?
No rules, headbutts, the whole
Anything.
nine. Fucking, let's put 45 minutes.
3 hours and 47 minutes.
That's fucking a long time
Now,
fighting.
he lost the fight.
Okay.
To his former student. It was a 3 hour, 45-minute fight.
Was it recorded?
Yes.
And it's real shit.
But the recording, there's only like 15 seconds left, like little clips, you can't really see too much. It's so old. It's so old. basically what happened was he was in bottom position for so long, and after the 3 hours and 47 minutes of mostly being on the bottom, when he stood back up very quickly, he
got dizzy.
was dizzy. The guy knocked him down, and soccer kicked him, knocked him out. And one thing to know, he was like 42, something like this. His student was very young, in his 20s. But no excuses.
Yeah.
It was his student, a former student, and it is what it is. Fights, you win and lose, and there's no problem.
Absolutely.
The fact that at 42 years old, he was willing to step up. He was retired, way retired, but he really believed in honor, and again, rule with an iron fist. So
where did it start getting just jiu-jitsu? Like, when did that start like evolving?
I'll tell you this.
When did it become just?
When it got mainstream. Because how are you going to come to America or anywhere in the world, spread jiu-jitsu and say, hey, we're training for bare-knuckled fights? It's crazy. That's a crazy thing to say.
Nobody's parents is going to be like, go.
No. And you know what, though? I believe, even though maybe he would disagree, with all respect, I believe it was a good thing for jiu-jitsu. It's a good thing for jiu-jitsu because it could spread to more people and they would learn how to defend themselves. Maybe it's not as savage, but they still can go to the street and defend themselves. And it helped a lot of very small guys to defend themselves against very large opponents on the street. And it's a great, safe way to train.
You said that they learned this from the Japanese. But what type of martial arts was this from the Japanese?
It was Japanese jiu-jitsu.
Oh, it was Japanese jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, Japanese jiu-jitsu. So the history is very interesting. Japanese jiu-jitsu, again, was for fighting. And they created judo, which is the sport of Japanese jiu-jitsu. Japanese jiu-jitsu died out with the samurai. And judo became famous. But one of the last guys to do Japanese jiu-jitsu taught the Brazilians. And they carried it on.
So Japanese jiu-jitsu was the samurai. There was the art of the samurais.
Yes.
So we're talking about swords and the whole
Yes,
deal.
the jiu-jitsu was the hand-to-hand combat portion.
Okay.
So the swords was, different
Got it.
technique, but hand-to-hand was jiu-jitsu.
Got it. That's fire, bro. Thank you for the education.
No, it's a crazy history. I haven't talked about the history in a very long time.
I love it.
Yes.
So now, and here's what I was saying, right? That, can I get one more of these, Diego? Thanks. My man, can you take that? How you doing there?
Me? Oh, let's do another one too.
Let's do another one.
Let's go.
Let's keep going, baby.
Yeah. We could do this forever.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
So now, what I find so interesting, and we left off at the point where you did this. Well, obviously, after training with around the world with the best of the best, you're like, you know what? I want to fight, but you didn't do it for the money.
No.
You didn't do it for the money.
Never.
And then you went pro, and you came across the opportunity to train other individuals the same way you got trained, in a sense. And then you came at a fork in the road recently, where it was like, okay, do I stay fighting, or do I become a trainer? And
it was hard.
And then you decided to train, and then go full time, and then you decided to take that shit to the next level.
Yeah, definitely. I'll tell you, the origins of Goat Shed. So I was training these guys, and I wasn't really training myself, and I was relying on my talent to win my fights, and it was great. I was disqualified a couple times, which stinks, but I won a title here in Florida. Everyone knew that I was extremely talented. So although I got disqualified a couple times and it looked bad on my record, they knew my accomplishments. So I entered a tournament, ended up winning the tournament, winning a title, in a weight class above my own. And that was a great accomplishment. It was fun, a local title. But I started realizing I didn't have, I loved my students way more than my own career. And I didn't have what it takes to be a world champion UFC fighter because I was done sacrificing my life for it. It was such a hard path. There was definitely no money involved, and I didn't want to be dependent on my parents. I wanted to be an independent person. I was ruining relationships. I wasn't going to anniversaries. I wasn't going to birthdays. I wasn't going to funerals. It was a very dark path because to be a fighter, you have to be obsessed, And I saw that my students were far more capable of committing their lives to it. So there was a very easy scenario that got me to switch my mind. One, Laura, my girl, soon to be. I will commit my life to her very soon.
Beautiful.
I've already committed my life to her. What am I saying? Yeah. She's my everything, and
that's beautiful. Cheers to that, buddy.
Thank you, my man.
Yo, finding that person is beautiful, and it's not. It doesn't happen overnight.
It doesn't.
It's not easy. right? It's not easy, bro. It's like anything, dude. It takes time. It takes commitment. It takes focus. It takes all of that, bro.
Definitely. So she was a very large part of why I decided to be a coach, and I'll tell you why.
That was good.
The ice was awesome.
The ice was a great touch.
The ice was a touch.
My man, let's give a round of applause to Diego. Yeah, that's what I like right there.
So she was a big part of it in that one day she came up to me late at night, went off on me. She's like, do you want to be a fighter or a coach?
Wow.
She's like, if you want to be a fighter, you're not being fair to your students because you're not committed to them. If you want to be a coach, you're not fair to your fighting career. She's like, you're immature. Pick what you want to do with your life and focus. And she dumped me. For 9 months.
Damn, you went crazy.
She blocked me on everything.
No.
Blocked me on everything.
No.
And what I used to do is I used to drive an hour away, maybe a few times a week to drop off flowers at her doorstep. I was crazy, right?
Every week?
Every week, drop off coffee because I know she studies a lot to be an attorney at the time.
Yo, dude.
And I did that a couple times a week. She ignored the crap out of me. But after 9 months of committed work, and I changed my life around, right?
You never got discouraged? You just kept going?
No, I kept going because I knew I would get her back. She grabbed me by the face at one point. You want to hear this?
I do.
She grabbed me by the face at one point and says, we will never be together.
Oh my God, bro. I just pictured that right
Yeah.
now.
We will never be together. I will never be with you.
Oh my God.
You know what I told her?
What did you tell her?
You want to go to dinner tomorrow?
Oh! No, you did not.
Because
no, you did not.
when I want something,
Calm as fuck.
yeah. When I want something, I knew I was going to get her back when she said that. Most people would get broken. I didn't get broken.
Wow.
That's my girl.
That is a man, bro.
That's my girl.
You are a stud, dude.
This is my girl. And I worked my ass off for 9 months to get her back, show her my maturity. I committed to coaching, and then finally opened up our gym.
Okay, but when you started coaching, you didn't start coaching at the Goat
No,
Ship facility
no.
right now. Where'd you start coaching?
I was coaching for many, many years at another facility. Diego Vera, who I hope you're going to interview soon in your podcast.
KO?
KO Zone.
You were training at KO Zone?
I know Diego for 9 years. He took care of me growing up.
Really?
And he allowed me to train my team in his facility.
Wow, bro.
You know what I mean? And
That's why you guys are so close.
No, Diego's everything to
You know
me.
what's crazy, bro? It's like, that's how you know you're a good person. Not only you, but him. Like, it's just when you have those relationships.
Yeah.
That even, come on, dude. You know, gyms against gym. You know,
Of
it's
course.
fucking huge competition.
Of course.
And you guys are so close to each other, but
We
you guys
are.
still.
We're like 6 minutes away from each other.
But you guys have that love, appreciation, and respect.
I asked him permission to open up because the only location I could find was kind of that close. And my main objective was to open up right next to UFC gym. That was a business plan of mine, a business strategy of mine, marketing strategy.
Which they just shut down, right?
UFC gym is Fight Club shut down.
Oh, Fight
UFC
Club.
gym is not doing good at all. Okay. So we're almost there. We'll put them out, But that was a business strategy. So I asked him permission if I could open up. But if Diego ever commanded or said anything to me, I bow down to that guy because I owe him everything.
Dude, Diego's helped a lot of individuals. Bro.
No. He commits his whole life to this. He's a beautiful person.
And great individual.
Yes.
Great freaking.
He's a big
with
mentor of mine.
Great morals. I mean, dude, every time I'm around him, I'm just smiling, I'm laughing, I'm learning.
He's the man. He's
Dude,
the man.
For real.
And the branding is so different. He's catering to training different styles. Muay
Tactical.
Thai, Jiu-Jitsu, tactical,
Yeah.
working out, all this stuff. We're not. We're only MMA.
Yeah.
We do not do anything else.
20.
Yes.
You got to call your shit Elite
I love
20.
that. I love that. We should do that hashtag.
Hashtag
Yes.
Elite 20.
And
20
that's
only.
It. That's it.
That's
you know
it.
What I mean? So we're recruiting.
Booking up fast.
Yeah, we are. So we have 15 now.
Okay, you only want 5 more.
5 more. But the thing is, some people might drop
That's
out.
what I was going to say. That's what I was going to say. Great
Yeah.
fucking segue.
Yes.
Oh, before we go there, remember, we're going to talk about this. But, dude, I think that what you saw in these guys was the same passion and love for the game, but they needed it.
That's why.
And you were like, I don't need it. These guys fucking need it. I want to change their life because they need it. Yeah. And you have such a beautiful heart. Awesome. For real, bro, for that.
Speaking about that, right? As far as I cared, they needed it more than me. So I committed my life to them. Speaking about that, there was a moment with Ryan, and this was another big part of why I became a full-time coach. My eyes twitching, right? This is another reason why I became a full-time coach. I had a crazy dream. And in the dream, God came up to me, and he had a UFC belt. And he said, hey, do you want to be champion or you want Ryan to be champion? Make your decision. And I picked Ryan. And I woke up like crying, you know, and I realized at that moment I'll be a full-time coach.
That's
so
real shit, bro.
I went to the gym that morning, and I told them, guys, I'm your coach.
Wow.
And I was done with fighting, and I trained these guys for free 3 times a day, every day, fed them at Apple a day, sponsored all of them because I believed in them so much, and I'm so proud of them because now they're independent. They have their own apartment in Miami.
Jeez,
that's one of the most expensive places in the country. How are these guys independent?
Fucking fighting. Independent fighting.
Shit. So to see them, oh my God.
Give a fucking round of applause. And then this is what I got to say. Come on, baby.
I love it. To see them change their situation so drastically, it was all worth it.
You are a kingmaker, my friend.
Man, it's unbelievable.
And you know what's so crazy? You know what I was thinking this morning, bro? I was thinking about, for example, this is one of my partners, but not only a partner, but he's a mentee, right? And as we're producing the show, right? And he's getting game. I'm teaching him. I'm putting him on to all this stuff. I'm like, how are you gonna feel when he makes more money than you? I'm like, I don't give 2 shits. I want him to make more money than me. I'm gonna feel proud when he makes more money than me. I hope he gets to levels that he'll be like, yo, Ivan, I'm up here. I want to put you onto something.
Exactly.
How beautiful is that?
That's
how
amazing.
beautiful. I already got me.
Yep.
And if I could put this young man on to something where he could be making more money than me or whatever, and then later on, by just seeing him up there, bro, I'm good. I felt that this morning.
That's amazing.
My business partners, some of my business partners make more money than me. And I'm cool with that.
Of course.
I love to seeing people win. And even if I could help other individuals like Diego to make more money than me, come on, bro.
Man,
I know
what
I
you
lived
just
a fulfilling life.
You just said something so powerful, and a lot of people will skip over it. But you can't skip over what you just said. You love seeing people win.
Yeah.
And you know what's crazy? That's a rare quality. Because when someone's seeing someone win, they're jealous because they're like, why am I not winning? Why? That's not fair. Why are they winning?
Yeah.
Instead of looking at them and being like, what are they doing? What are they doing different?
Totally.
And that's what you got to do. And I love seeing people win. You know what I mean? Seeing people win, and I get to analyze what characteristics do they have. And I look at the top 10 most successful people in the industry. I'm like, they're all doing this. This is the commonality. And then I got to do this too. And I got to evolve it and do one step ahead. And you have that mentality too because of what you just said. That was powerful. You know, and there's going to be a lot of people that skip over it still. But you love seeing people win.
I genuinely love seeing people win.
That's
bro.
the attitude of a man that's successful. That's the attitude.
Thank you.
That is the attitude.
And something else that I want to. So talking about that is that you saw your fighters, you saw the potential, you saw what you can offer them, and you wanted to help them.
Yeah.
And you were selfless because you put yourself to the side. Dude, I don't gotta fucking do this podcast, bro.
You definitely don't.
I don't gotta
and
be
you're spreading
here,
knowledge
bro.
right now.
I don't have to be here, bro.
100%.
I don't even have to. Bro, I love Miami, by the way, but I don't. You know what I mean?
Of course.
Dude. But I'm doing this because I have so many amazing relationships. I have so many people from different walks of life that could put these people onto something. That could put my audience onto something, a different perspective, right? Yep. It's because I thank God that I don't know what it is, but I'm always been put around the individuals, and it's about asking the right questions to the right people, and that's what's helped me, bro. I didn't graduate high school. My last grade was 9th grade.
Oh, wow.
So it was just asking questions to the right people.
Of course.
And I know that somebody in Spain does not have proximity to you. Yeah. But he probably, now that he's an MMA guy, he's gonna look at this and then he'll grab something to take his MMA career to the next level. And
what you've done for your mind, you've wired your characteristics and mind and morals. It's become natural for you to just pass information, pass knowledge, and that's one of the most beautiful things you've done. It's not forced.
No,
it's so natural because you came up with this idea.
Yeah,
you know, nobody told you. I don't even have to ask you.
Yeah.
Nobody told you to do what you're doing.
Nobody.
This is in you,
in me,
and the fact that you've wired your brain to do that—that's something so rare.
Yeah,
people. They'll force that for whatever selfish reasons, but you've created. It's amazing what you've done with your life,
bro. And to give back, bro. For example, I'm sponsoring your gym on a monthly basis, bro.
Let me tell you something. So that's so important to us. Sponsorships is what allows our team to do what it's doing. It's the fuel to the fire, right? And the fact that you came through, look, you were a student, you came in, you didn't have to do any of that. And the fact that you're giving my students knowledge, giving me knowledge, passing that on, and now sponsoring, I mean, this goes to meal plans. Look, we feed 5 fighters 3 meals a day, every day of the week, and another 12, we pay for half the meals. We fund that. And then on top of that, people are living in the gym. We pay for travel. We help them stay active. There's a lot of funding to this. And if we didn't have that fuel, we would never be able to do it.
Yeah.
So guys like you and our other sponsors, the only reason we'll be able to, last 2 years in a row, to be the most active team in Florida 2 years in a row, to have the most wins in Florida 2 years in a row, because a lot of people listen to this. This is so important. A lot of people, they hate on money. They say money is the root of all evil. They say, money doesn't buy happiness. They hate on money because they don't have it.
Yeah,
But
totally.
the thing is this, money will fuel your passion.
I mean, amen.
You know what we pay for everyone's pad work on the team? That's $50 an hour for 15 fighters that do it twice, 3 times a week. That's a lot of money.
That is.
We fund that. We pay for their training. So listen to this. If you have money, you can train better. You can eat better. You can live your life better. And because of that, you will fight better.
Totally.
Money is so important.
Absolutely.
Don't hate
It's
on
energy.
money.
It's energy.
It's energy. It's so sad because you'll see that employee mindset and that broke mentality where people hate on money. And that's such a bad mentality because you'll never pass to another.
And that's so awesome about your gym. And that's a great segue to what I want to talk about is that you are not bashful when it comes to money, cars, luxury, jewelry. Yo, your fucking fighters freaking spar with gold chains.
I know.
You teach with Versace shirts.
I know. And let's do it. I love it. Man, and you know what's crazy about it? See, our competitors don't see the logic behind it. Our competitors are like, look at these arrogant guys. Yeah, you look at these arrogant guys talking about money. They hate it. But what they don't understand is what happens to a fighter that moves from Chile and lives in my gym, eats these meal plans, but then drives a Rolls Royce, then drives a Lamborghini, then starts tasting that life a little bit. It inspires them.
Totally, bro. Can you shut it off? I think we're done.
Yeah, it inspires them. And what happens? People talk about manifestation, speaking things to existence, but there's also visualization, but there's also living it.
Bro.
You get behind
So
the wheel
powerful.
of a Rolls Royce,
come on.
and you know what the thoughts go on in your head? You know what you think in your head? They think, how can I get this?
Can I tell you something? So I used to be what you call, I used to be like such a rebel. I was always a rebel. I'm still a rebel. But I would jump in that Lambo and be like, I don't need this. I'm good. I'm on my energy. Like my energy's good enough, right? And I would get in those Lambos. My boys all got Lambos, and I'd be like, you know what? I'm cool. Like I don't need this. Like I'm cool without this, dude. Through my whole journey of self-esteem, of my looks, of my fitness, of me accepting my success, of me accepting myself, I'm in a whole new level now. So I jumped in this Lambo the other day, my boy's Lambo. I said, fuck, this shit feels good. I deserve this shit.
That's a mentality.
Oh, I deserve this.
Yes.
I need it. This is me. I'm at the same level as his. I hit that frequency with it. I was not fighting it anymore.
But what I don't understand is there's a contradiction in most people's personality, and you're going to know this. I call it a broken mentality. I wish there was a more political way to call it. An employee mentality maybe is a better one. But anyways, they have two opposite ends of mentalities. They say, hey, I want to be rich. I want to be successful. I want to change the life for my family. But money's the root of all evil. Money's bad. Money doesn't buy happiness. I don't need this.
I know why. I know why this. Are you done? Did you finish?
I'm done.
Okay. No, you know why? Dude, because you have it, but you were so in touch with the MMA scene, but you came from Pakistan, so you had those family values, and I'm sure when you go back home, there's still your cousin running around with no shoes and slippers, and you right, And then you have it here, but then you're back into the MMA scene where it's like, oh shit, reality check. Not everybody is here like with me. And then you're like, wait, but we're not that bad. Like the people with money are not that bad. Hold on. My dad's a good person. My mom's a good person. We give back. Look at and then that's where your perspective, because you go from up there, or you saw the come up.
That's what
you saw the come up.
Yes.
You're up there.
Yes.
And you're like, wait. We're just like you.
Yes.
We're the same. We're good people. We're great people. We'll take our shirt off our back and give to others. Yes. So you've had that well-rounded perspective where it's like, wait. No, this ain't Illuminati. We're not Illuminati.
No.
We're not. You know the whole.
That's horrible.
You know what I mean?
That's horrible.
You know where it's that mindset
I
where
know.
it's like, oh, it's forbidden. It's sin. It's bad. No, you're like, wait, no, it's not fucking bad. What are you talking about? Look at me. I'm good. Exactly. So you had that perspective all along.
Yes.
And you're like, no, welcome it. Let's go. If they did it, if my parents did it, if we did it, you could do it. Let's go. I'm going to teach you.
Yes, that's exactly it, man. And seeing that upbringing, they were able to educate me, and that was the most powerful thing they did for me. Because look, I disagree very strongly with what my father does right now. He doesn't give me money, he doesn't support me. And I'm like, why am I doing 70 hours a week when you could support me and help me? I could put more fuel in this fire and we could blow up and I don't have to suffer as much. But he really believes that I have to go through this moment to become the person I need to become. Now, I disagree. I think I already became that person. I would really love him to just, let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah, and our competitors think that's what happens.
Right.
But that's unfortunately not what happens, but it's okay.
Yeah.
I'm willing. I have the characteristics in myself to suffer. But what I was saying is what you said. I grew up with the mentality of someone who had nothing and made something of themselves, and they gave me that education. Mm-hmm. Where most people grew up in a very bad place, and unfortunately their parents raised them to be like them. But if you ask most parents, do you want your kids to be like you? They'll say no. Right. I don't want them to live like me. I want them to be better than me.
Totally.
But they raised them the same way they were raised. Yeah. So how are your kids going to be better than you?
Yeah.
They say, my parents did this to me, so I'm going to do this to my kids. That's wrong. You don't want to raise your kids like you were raised. Why would you do that? You want to raise them better than you were raised.
You know what's crazy? And it's like, dude, it's like, not everyone is like you though, Asim. Like there's the dudes that do have the successful businesses, the fortunate upbringing, the exotic cars, the mansion, but they're total douchebags, bro.
You're right.
Come on.
You're very right.
You're an anomaly, my friend.
You're right.
You are an anomaly, dude.
Yeah, I don't know what to say about that. You're very right. That's different.
But here's the thing: you're also a savage in the MMA space. But what you portray on the Instagram is not what you portray is the savagery. But when you step foot in that gym, is home.
Yeah,
dude. I never want to leave when I step foot in your gym.
This is hard to show. You know why? And I'll tell you why. Because who wants to talk about all the wonderful things they're doing, sacrificing charity, that type of thing? Because then it kind of takes away from it. Because people are saying, oh, he's doing that to tell everybody about it. He's letting people live in the gym. He's feeding these people. He has a kitchen. He has washer dryer because he wants to show off. So it takes away from it. So I don't advertise that. But it's become a mistake. It's quite possible that by showing that, you'll inspire other coaches to do that as well and to sacrifice as well. So maybe I'll change my branding, but it's going to come with a lot of hate. I don't want to say change my branding. Maybe I'll add to my branding.
Right.
But it'll come with a lot of hate for sure.
Actually, let's watch a quick video.
Yeah, let's do this. Law of the GOAT.
Let's watch that one.
And I'll tell you this. Yeah. Like what you said, there's two ends of the spectrum.
Yeah.
Our Instagram is that Miami Vice, crazy lifestyle, high end, right? But then the Law of the GOAT shows the truth about the GOAT show, the one that nobody knows.
And I want everyone here to know that we're going to get a crypto because I've been talking to him for a long time. And now it's been quite a while now that he's had a lot of there's been a lot of interest from crypto companies reaching out to them. Right? Reaching out to you guys.
No. That's a huge part of why I called it the golden year too. Because I knew that this year would be the year that we had the most funding we've ever had. And I knew that this year was the year that we were going to expand to our new facility and actually give our fighters the life they deserve. So this is the golden year for that reason. And the crypto space is jumping. And I love it. You know what I mean? I mean, you're a huge part of that too.
Thank you, bro.
I don't think you realize how much you're doing for these guys. You don't realize because because to you're helping out, yeah, but I wish we'll break it down for you so you know what you're doing for these guys. And it's a direct correlation to their performance. What you're doing for these guys directly correlates to how well they're going to win their fights. I promise you. And I'll break it down and I'll show you the logic behind it.
Bro, I need to come more to the gym, dude.
I would love that.
Fuck, bro.
But
I don't know why I don't get around to it.
I would
dude.
love the talks too. Because yes, you're making sure they're training the way they need to train. But the knowledge you can give them will last forever.
I would love that.
Past their fighting career.
Wait, let's get a whiteboard over there.
Like,
I got a whiteboard. I could take this one.
I'll get a. This is the size. Look, I want a lot of knowledge from you. That size is not enough knowledge for me. This size isn't enough knowledge for you either. This is on camera.
No.
Is this on camera right now?
Not right now.
Okay, it's not. It's not big enough.
No.
It's not big enough. But anyways, no problem. Are we
Thank
still
you.
allowed to go right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I
What?
just want to say we have our last 20 minutes.
20 minutes? Perfect.
Okay.
Got it.
Run it. This is the other side of the spectrum. To be world champion, you have to be willing to sacrifice everything. Everything.
It's a lot of sacrificing. Sometimes it's not worth it. Because not everybody can be a
Shit,
champion
what
and
happened?
not everybody can make money.
Cutting weight. Some of them don't have homes. Some of them have to sleep in the gym. Some of them have to skip meals.
This MMA path, it's almost like it's a second chance for me.
They both came up to me and they said, we came from the dirt of Cuba and we're here to make a name for ourselves. That's why they're in this country.
You think I am happy?
Scumbag.
No, I'm not happy. My family not here.
You want to be the greatest of all time? Be fucking loud. Don't fly under the radar. It's a lie. They lied to all of you. Open your fucking mouth.
Palomino.
Big promises and back up all of them. Big promises and over delivery. That's what a GOAT does. I gave up everything for this. Garcia, look at put in the work.
They're willing to sacrifice everything. Their whole life is right here in this gym.
Tell me right now. Look at me. You want to fucking win. You do the same thing you told me.
My life, my working, this is everything for me.
If you want to do this, you really got to sacrifice your whole life.
Center. Oh!
Everything's on the line for this one dream. And if they fall, they lose everything.
Shit. Dude,
Unbelievable.
that's insane.
Really unbelievable. Do you want to see the video of
I
the
do.
other side of the coin?
Yeah.
So this is the truth of the Goat Shed, but this is the brand of the Goat Shed. This is Goat Management's intro.
That's exactly it. No. Let's fucking go, bro. Shit. And you put 6ix9ine on there. Hello.
That was on purpose.
Yes.
That's why I wanted them to be mad about it. Be mad. Stay mad.
Trying to roll out. He's done. The GOAT Shed comes out with a first round win.
Niggas think I'm a striker, you retarded, nigga?
I got the drop on your spot. Everybody watch out. Big slam.
Nobody's doing it like this, bro.
Nobody.
It's a fucking movie.
It's a movie. It's a movie. Both sides of the spectrum are a movie. The documentary and our branding. Movies. All wins, baby. This was our first year, 29-0.
Are you documenting now this
Yeah.
this year as well?
Oh yeah, the
Okay.
documentary's still going on.
Okay.
They just signed with a major production company.
I
love
it.
Wow.
So they just signed with a major production company. Wow. And,
Bro, and that shit gets me fucking excited,
know.
bro.
The major production company is actually the one that did Aaron Hernandez's video on Netflix.
Aaron Hernandez.
Right, it was my name's very bad. The football player.
Roger. I don't even know.
Whatever.
Okay.
It is Aaron
horrible.
Hernandez.
I'm horrible.
So they did his documentary on Netflix, and now they just signed with a production company. So that's huge for us. So the documentary will be coming out, but they're still filming it. They need a more definite ending.
Okay.
You know, so they need a hard conclusion.
I gotta ask you this, bro. How does it feel giving your all to someone and then them bouncing?
I knew you were gonna say it.
Did you?
Yeah, Angel's a scumbag. You know, it is what it is. You know, I'm a real guy. You know,
Dude, I don't know how'd that happen, bro?
No, I'll tell you this. For example, we've had like a couple fighters leave throughout the like full-time goats leave. Like for example, Landon was the first one, and he's a guy that, just so you know, I let him live in my house, not even the gym. I let him live in my house. I fed him. We gave him a car that he broke down multiple times. No problem. We gave him a car so he could cross-train, whatever. He had a Contender Series shot in Las Vegas. We flew out a whole camp. I left my business alone for 2 weeks.
I was there.
Yeah. Left my business alone for 2 weeks to fly to Vegas and give him a training camp there. I paid for everyone's privates. I got an extra hotel room. I funded the whole thing with the sponsorship money and spent my own money. And, the kid left the following week. He says that we weren't there for him enough in Vegas. I'll tell you this. I trained them 3 times a day, every day in Vegas. I trained them 6 a.m. for cardio. 11 a.m. I paid for a private for them. 7 p.m. I trained them again. And then after 7, I would leave them in the hotel and go to dinner with my girl. And he was upset. He says, this guy's using it as a vacation. It's his birthday. He's using it as a vacation. Let me tell you, I train you 3 times a day, all day. I can go to dinner with my girl. That's not me on vacation. I can do whatever I want. I'm not with you. You're at your hotel room. What are you talking about? So he got mad at that and left, whatever. I think he's just not a very educated person. So I don't mean that, what should I say? Immature person. I shouldn't say educated. He's immature. He's very young. So he doesn't think with too much logic. So it is what it is. I'm not so mad at him. Actually, it's kind of funny. Back then, our team was smaller. So you're saying, there's no training partners here for me. There's no this for me. There's no that for me. He said that on his last sparring at our gym because he was training for a title fight. I can't train here. I'm training with the amateurs. Yoansi was an amateur back then. He's not going to have the cardio to train with me. So Law the Goat captured his last sparring at the gym. He said he was in the best shape of his life. He says no one in the gym can train with him. Yoansi finished him in the second. He quit. He didn't do 5 rounds. Our amateur made him quit, which is awesome to capture in the documentary, because in the documentary, you'll see all the life sacrifices we did for him. Him saying that we're nothing, him getting smashed his last day there.
That's coming out?
And then betraying us. Yeah, that's one of the episodes. That's going to be my favorite episode, because people will see the terrible mentality that a lot of coaches go through,
So, Law of the Goat got to see a lot of
the drama.
A lot of moments?
A lot of the drama.
Oh,
Tears. Great. Me crying, other fighters crying. A lot of drama. Coincidentally, Landon... 1 day later when he left, broke his knee, tore his knee apart, and didn't fight for a year and a couple months. So, karma, it is whatever you want to believe. I would never wish that upon him, but, he makes wrong life decisions, and it is what it is, So that's Landon's episode, which I can't wait to come out. The truth will come out. That'll be beautiful. And you know what? It's unbiased. So maybe I'll be the bad guy. Who knows? Probably not, though. With Angel... This was a terrible situation. This is the one I care about most. Landon, I don't really care about. It is what it is. Angel, I care about most because he had fight number 1 amateur with me till I set him up for a perfect career. Got him to 4-0, 5-0. Got him 13,000 followers. He started with like 300 followers when he joined the gym.
Wow.
13,000. Worked hard, me and my girl, to get him on ESPN, House of Highlights, Sports Center, all these major platforms. We got him on that while he was a beginning fighter. UFC fighters don't get that. We really set up his career. And once we set up this beautiful, beautiful path, he ended up dipping. And I'll tell you why he did. I trained him how he needed, not how he wanted. He wanted to train in this way. He didn't need to train. He needed to train this way. He was taking the easy route, which I knew he was going to get paid for in the future. I said, no, I can't let this guy do this to himself. I don't want to let him lose. I'm going to train him this way. So he would lose a lot of rounds in sparring against Yoansi and different wrestlers, and he was very mad about that. But it is what it is. We had a guy, Sam Kilmer, who would tap him out every 30 seconds, and he didn't like it, but that's how you get better. That's how you get better. You know what I mean? So now, he's with, some coaches who unfortunately are that enabler mindset. And I used to argue with that coach. We need to train him like this. And he's like, he doesn't want to train that way. We got to train him like this. Even if it's the wrong way, we got to make sure he's happy. I'm like, I don't care if he's happy. I care if he's winning. I got to make this guy $1 million fighter. So there's a big argument, and that split the team up. That'll be in the documentary as well. And, the major thing about him is it's a lot of fake story about sacrifice. He used to say, I'm working. He didn't let Law of the Goat film him in his personal life because he used to pretend he worked. But it's not true. He's with a girl who's a millionaire, and they have maids in their house, nonstop 24/7. They live in the penthouse. He doesn't have to work. He wears $400 pants and is complaining about giving management 10%. He's complaining about giving management, which is like $300. He's complaining about giving management 10% of his purse when he's wearing $400 pants and a $30,000 Rolex, a nicer Rolex than mine, right? And his girlfriend bought for him. So it's a very selfish mentality. And, La the GOAT will have that too because eventually they got to see his real life.
So question. Sorry, what was the perspective on how he needed to be trained versus how he wanted to be trained?
So, Angel, he enjoys hitting pads. He enjoys running, lifting weights. He enjoys sparring, striking. Because of that, his jiu-jitsu is extremely weak. His wrestling is not good at all. I would say defensive wrestling is decent, kind of. Offensive wrestling isn't very good because he doesn't know how to control position. It's very weak. His grappling is extremely weak. His striking is kind of weak too, but he has power to get through that. He has talent. Because of that, I see the path for him. The second he hits a decent wrestler, he's going to be done. And he's going to lose for no reason. So, I hope he's learning that, and I hope his training right now, he's adjusting. But I don't think so. We call that team, that's the Team Estrogen. The other coach that broke the team apart and all the people that follow him, we call it Team Estrogen because they have that employee mindset and they do what they want rather than what they need. And they have a 50% losing ratio. It's already happened. Ever since they left, 50% losing ratio I'm calculating right now. So we're going to keep seeing them lose. They're going to get exposed. Their main fighter, their main guy, just lost last night, got absolutely demolished in every area, striking, grappling, everything. So they're saying, we need a big team. We need better training partners. We need this. Well, what happened? You lost. You got demolished. And our student absolutely demolished the guy that beat him. Okay, you understand?
Yeah.
We destroyed that guy. Puas destroyed that guy, and now that guy destroys him.
Talk about Puas. He's from Mexico, right?
Bro, Puas is scary.
He's a beast.
No. Our Mexican fighters are too scary. Too scary.
Yo, my man. This is nonstop, dude.
This is insane.
I'm glad you've been enjoying this as much as I have.
Well, let me tell you how I've been enjoying it. First of all, natural passion's there, but we have our friends at Celsius.
Oh, shoot. Yes.
Bro,
we have been nonstop.
Yeah. Drop the mic. And
boom.
That was all natural, unplanned. You said 3 Celsius right here.
Right there.
Just because we love it.
Yeah. This is what I've been rolling with.
Look, hit my man up.
Hello.
All my fighters love it. My man loves it.
I do.
We got to get you guys on this podcast.
Yeah, we need to get Celsius on this podcast.
Yeah, we got to get
for sure. We should do a story real quick.
Tell me.
No, a story.
Oh, yeah. Run it.
You got
Run it.
All right. Bam. Man, we still have a lot to talk about.
We do have a lot to talk about. All right, how long have we been talking for?
I think like an hour and 30.
It's been an hour.
How long has it been? An hour and 30?
Well, hour 40.
Hour 40.
Oh, shit.
Okay, so we've been talking for an hour and 40 nonstop on a flow.
And
flow. Like I said, you put these Celsius 3 in a row.
Come on, let's take this out of there.
All natural. This was not on purpose.
No.
This was not planned.
Bam.
Celsius, we're calling you out. You got to get involved with this podcast. This is how the flow is getting created. This is how we maintain productivity.
The energy is real.
It is.
The energy is real.
It is. The energy is real.
Did you get that? You sure?
Now the energy is real.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
It's still
fine.
fire. It's still fire.
All right. So let's go for this.
All right, perfect.
You were hungry, right?
I was hungry. I have a Colombian girl. Pan de bono. Way to go.
God. This is so good, right?
Yeah, great.
They only have 4.
Oh,
That's for you, though.
I appreciate it.
I got you.
Wow. I needed this. So, I'll tell you something interesting.
Tell me.
This is very bad. Nobody else should follow this. I don't drink a sip of water. Straight caffeine.
Never?
No. This is bad.
You never drink water?
I got to fix that. Through my veins, caffeine.
Wow.
You know how other people are...
You never drank water?
You know how other people are like 70% water? They're made up of 70% water, whatever.
You're 70% caffeine. Coffee.
Caffeine. There's a problem. It's not good. I gotta change that. So I have all these wrinkles. And you have no wrinkles.
Maybe because I drink water, bro. You see this? I have a jug. That black jug right there is full of water. I carry with me everywhere.
My performance would be higher if I drink water, I'm sure.
And you're just like saying no to it? You're empty water or what?
I don't know why I'm not disciplined with it. I gotta change that for whatever reason.
So you never liked water?
No. I have no idea why. I don't know. Weird.
So what happens if you get exhausted or something? Like why you used to be a fighter and stuff. What would you be like? Give me coffee?
Yeah.
No. Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm like, oh fuck, I'm tired. Let me drink some coffee. Oh, I'm thirsty. Let me get some coffee.
Wow.
Nonstop. Maybe that's why my eyes twitching. I'm not even sure.
I think it's catching up, bro. I may do 3 bottles of water a day. You could start off with that. What do you think?
I got to. If I buy a jug like that, I'll be more disciplined. So I'll get one.
I think I'll buy you one.
Right.
I'm concerned, bro. I'm a little concerned. Yo, we got to put that on the things to do list.
That's the type of guy he is. I knew you were going to say that too.
I got you.
I knew he was going to say that. That's awesome. Thank you.
So you like coffee? Fuck.
My life force right here. Wow. I have to say,
that was good.
This is one of the best flows of conversations I've ever had in my life.
It's natural, bro.
And it's of substance.
Right there, baby.
Yeah.
Bam. Right there, baby.
Right there. Hey.
Right there.
Yep. Keep the flow up.
Let's go.
Yep.
All right, let's see what we got here. I'm going to do some.
ASMR.
Huh?
ASMR. Do it by the mic.
Oh, do it by the mic?
Yeah, open the bag by the mic.
Here we go.
What are those viral videos called with it's all the
ASMR.
sounds?
ASMR.
ASMR.
Yeah.
That's viral right now on YouTube.
Listen to me. We've been talking so much that we're fucking hungry, bro.
Starving.
We don't want to stop.
I'm losing calories. Yeah, we're not stopping. I'm losing calories by the second. It's crazy. Wow.
So,
Go on.
what was the last thing we were talking about? No, we'll get to that.
Was the Mexican fighter? Was that?
Oh, the loss of not the loss of the fights, but the people that you put so much energy towards.
Oh,
And then
losing athletes.
yeah, losing athletes.
Yeah. So here's the thing. I think it's very important.
Let me ask you a question though. Is that common?
In our gym, it's happened like with our full-time goats, the guys that really are fighters. It's happened 3 times. Because the others just retired, they never fought again. So it's happened like 3 times that were like.
But is it common in the industry?
Yes, I would say only.
That's horrible, bro.
It's extremely common. The common story amongst any coach is to train a guy from nothing, get him super famous, and then by the time he's ready to make that next jump where it counts, he leaves you. That's
Why?
Well, I'm not really sure.
Why and how can you protect yourself against that?
There's contracts, but I'm not going to do that. If somebody doesn't want to stay with me, they can leave, you know? What sucks is like an example of somebody like Angel, right? Where you blow him up on social media, everything, his fame is directly related. Actually, it's only because of me. Like I filmed the videos. I messaged House of Highlights. Laura messaged ESPN. We worked our butts off. We paid to fly in opponents and keep him active. And we invested so much money in this guy. We gave him a job, $100 an hour. We really invested in blowing this guy up, and then finally, when we can make a return on our investment, he dips. Wow. And now, he's main event of cards and stuff like that, but in all reality, it's purely because of our investment, like 100%. It has nothing to do with him. He could have been in another gym working his butt off, and he would have never reached this level this quickly. It just wouldn't happen.
Did you see it coming, though?
Yes. I always knew Angel would leave us. I just didn't know it would happen that quick. I thought at least we would get him into the UFC for a couple fights, gain some notoriety, and then he leaves, and whatever. It is what it is, and we get an ROI from it. But it sucks that we got nothing from it, and we're in huge negative with how much we invested in
How does that make you feel, bro? Really, realistically?
It feels used, it feels used. And, the biggest thing is it's not just the money invested because honestly, thankfully, money comes and goes. We make a very good living in the sport. So I don't care about the money invested. What I care about is the life force. The life force. What do I mean by life force? I mean that I genuinely, truly believe that with every fighter we commit to, I probably lose like 6 months of my life. Like I'll die earlier. I truly believe that. I'm not even joking. Like the health issues I'm going to have probably after, 10 years of doing this, 15 years of doing this, I'm probably going to have heart issues, palpitations, anxiety issues. Who knows if I'll be on medication? I'm not even fucking joking.
How the hell can we prevent that though?
By being as healthy as you can, but I'm not being I'm being irresponsible, which I'm trying to fix now. You know, I want
I
to
mean, you're catching it now, so that's good.
Yeah, I'm going to catch it now because already I'm seeing side effects and I see that I'm aging quicker than normal. But this is also the dark side of success, you know?
Wow.
So I'll try to balance it. But giving that life force.
Let me give you some more pandeono, buddy.
Giving that life force to somebody.
I think you wanted
I
the
need it.
pandeono.
Giving that life force to somebody and then that happens, it really stinks. And, you know, it is what it is. I feel very used.
What do you do? What do you do in that situation where you give it your all? I want to like talk about it like it's a business.
Yeah.
Or you have a business partner in any type of business, and then all of a sudden you get the rug pulled underneath you, or they do something slimy to you, or you have a misunderstanding, and boom, you guys go your separate ways, but you feel, you might get the short end of the stick. That happens in business all the time. Yeah. How do you deal with that? How do you deal with that situation where you gave your all? How do you deal with it? Do you get do you say, you know what, I'm gonna do? How do you? What's your?
So
how do you overcome that? Because obviously you continue winning.
Yes,
you continue winning.
There's exactly.
So does it fuel you?
I'll tell you something interesting. We call it the curse of the goat. Up until a couple weeks ago. We've been open for 2 years, but I mean, our team's been around for 5 years. If anyone has ever betrayed the team or full-time GOAT ever left, they have never fought again. It's kind of interesting because they think they did it on their own. They think it was all their work and whatever. They take us for granted, and then all of a sudden they go by themselves and they've never fought again. The curse was finally broken like 2 weeks ago, but you got to imagine, they didn't fight for a year and a half. Some of them have in 5 years only 6 fights in 5 years. You know, so this level of success dropped so tremendously. We call it the curse of the goat, and it's the truth because it's not just them. They wouldn't get those opportunities and skyrocket their careers if it wasn't for us. So it sucks. As far as dealing with it, the right way to deal with it, there's a team up in Sweden. They're called All Stars Gym. One of their main coaches.
Is that where Hector trained?
Hector trained there. Hazmat's there. Alexander Gustafsson's there.
Why Sweden?
I'm not sure.
That's interesting.
It's a beautiful place.
Have you been to it?
I've never been there, but one of the coaches comes and he sort of is like a mentor and advisor. His name's Salman. Amazing guy. And one thing he told me is like, hey man, you know what you got to do? With all of our fighters, we invest in them. They have a place to live. They kind of do the same thing we do. He said, but there's a contract that we add up how much we've invested in them. And if they decide to leave, it's no problem.
No problem. You owe me this.
You owe me this.
That's pretty cool.
And that's very fair. That's fair. Hey, you owe me $2,000 for the year. You owe me $30,000 for 2 years. Whatever it is.
Right.
Pay what we put back and go wherever you want. And that's extremely fair.
That's great.
So I think when we expand and we start offering things at a very professional level, that will be the deal. And if somebody doesn't want to do that deal, they're obviously trying to use you.
Totally.
So there you go. That's our solution. Now, how I deal with it, so I only feel betrayed by one of the guys that left us. And I forget the number off the top of my head, but full-time GOATs, true students of ours, maybe only 4 ever left or 3 ever left, something like that. I only feel truly betrayed by one of them. And the way I handle it is I'm very different than everyone. I have a weird character. When somebody does something like that, I leave it alone, but it's in the back of my head. And when there's an opportunity to smash, I go to destroy the person. So I'll come after.
It's kind of like 50 Cent with Ja Rule.
Oh, is that? Yeah.
Do you remember that?
No, I don't know too much about the scenario, but I heard there was drama.
Do you remember Ja Rule?
Of course. Of course I know Ja Rule, yeah.
Right. Bro, they were on top. And then 50 came and completely, bye.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
For real. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. So
that's actually one of the, that's one of the laws of the 48 Laws of Power. Have you read that book?
I know the law you're talking about.
That law, bro, is
smash your enemy completely. Crush your enemy completely. That 48 Laws of Power is such a truthful book about how to be a leader. And it's crazy because it also talks about the dark side of being a leader in your industry. But it's the truth. So, yeah, we will crush our competitors completely, and we are.
Good question here. How do you prevent people within your own within your own gym from fighting each other in the like in the at the matches, you know, at the circuits or whatever.
The world is so large. The MMA world is so large. There's so many people to fight. Why do we have to fight each other?
Right.
You know, and I've seen that before, and I don't think I'll ever allow something like that. That would be the most ridiculous.
It's ridiculous, right?
You know, and then obviously
because I saw in that there was like not a documentary. It was like a series on Netflix where the brother fought the other brother.
Yeah, I remember that.
Right?
I remember that.
I was like,
weird.
why would that happen?
No, that's very weird. Like sometimes there's a lot of money on the line, but. You know what? I would talk to my guys and be like, look, there's so many opportunities to make money out there.
Why do it this way?
Why are you going to break a relationship with your brother?
Right.
We got up together. We came from nothing.
Right.
You guys are living in the gym together and you guys are supporting each other. Why would you do that? You know, so I don't think I'll ever allow that. And the students we have right now, I can say confidently 11, 12 of them are absolutely loyal and committed to us. About 11 or 12. 11 the other ones I'm iffy about. I know you guys. I don't believe yet. But those other guys.
How do you know? How do you vet? How do you feel?
I want to see who's willing to sacrifice for their teammates, who's willing to sacrifice for each other, how much support is going on. Look, something simple like this. You know this. Watch this. You're gonna love this. Everyone shared Will Smith slapping Chris Rock.
Right.
How many people share a story about your business? How many of your friends shared that?
That's a good one.
Your friends probably shared Will Smith slapping this guy.
All day.
Did they share you? Did they tag you? Do they support your business?
No.
What kind of friend is that? What is that? That's ridiculous.
So you kind of see if a guy in your gym does not repost,
come on,
your boy, your teammate, you feeling the vibe.
You already know.
Oh,
you're not reposting. Yeah. You're not reposting
you a hater.
100%.
You a hater. 100%.
You're not posting your friends. You're not tagging them. Okay, you take goat shit out of your bio, or goat shit's not in your bio.
What's scared?
Up? We gave you all these opportunities. You're not grateful. Nope. But I see it, and no problem. I just want to invest in you. You know, and then we're cool. Like you go ahead, you train here, no problem. But I'm not going to invest in you. Why am I going to pay for your pad work and your food and your living? Like relax, bro. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. So again, I'm confident about it.
But you still welcome them at the
Of course. Anybody can train, no problem. And people will earn, that loyalty as time passes.
Bro, that's crazy. That's a crazy environment.
It is. One big issue in my character that I have is I open my arms wide from day one.
Yeah.
So my students, we've created a committee. My students will decide for me if we open our arms.
Ooh.
So I have my committed small group inside that I'll talk to them and be like, do I open arms to this guy? And if they vote no.
It's your council. It's the GOAT council.
It's the GOAT council.
Ooh.
And I won't decide that because my personality is too open.
Right, right.
Like a guy like Angel, we always knew this was going to happen.
Really?
Yeah,
Your
always.
people called it out?
Yeah, just because of things he's done in his life.
Okay.
I don't know how savage I want to be about it. So I'm usually uncensored, but I don't know if he's done some very, very, very bad things in his life. And it showed his character for not being loyal and being, so I'll leave it at that.
Got it.
And seeing his morals, I always know he's going to do the same thing to me. So that's all.
Gotcha. All right. We're talking here. We wrote some notes here of what we wanted to talk about. Were you always as loud as you are today?
Wow. You know what? I was.
Always. Always.
I was.
You were always this loud.
Yeah, and
even in your fights?
You're gonna love this more than anything. Well, I matured as I grew my entrepreneur mindset as I got older, right? But you're gonna love this. This is crazy. When I was 8, 9 years old, I'd have like 10 friends at my house. I'd line all of them up, and I would teach them. I would train them martial arts.
No,
all of them. That's. I've been doing this since I was like 8 years old.
Wow.
And everyone really looked up to me when I was a kid, and they were my age. But it was strange. I always had that leadership role for whatever reason. And then when I went to high school, I'll never forget this. I created a team in my house. My dad made our living room a mat room. Our kitchen, our dining room became a weight room. And
no.
Yes.
Your mom wasn't pissed?
No. My dad and mom were separated.
Oh, I didn't know that.
My dad was fully committed to this mission. Our backyard was for the sleds. sleds and stuff like that. So it was a
Sleds?
yeah, like pushing sleds like for workouts.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Your dad was about this life for real.
Yeah. We were 15 years old, and to the point where many of the team members, my parents would talk to my dad, and they would stay over at my house the majority of the week. They would live with us, and they would train with me. I would coach them twice a day, every day, and we had our little crew. And they're still my friends. For the last 20-something years, we've been friends.
Wow.
And in that crew, I was a little crazy. Now I'm very open-minded. My girlfriend, she drinks. My friends drink and whatever, recreationally and party and stuff like that. Back then, I was an extremist. I've never tasted alcohol in my life.
Okay.
I've never tried any drug in my life. Not one sip
How
of
about
alcohol.
CBD?
CBD, I've tried CBD.
Okay.
And then in high school, the rule was...
So you've never had aguardiente?
No, what is this?
Aguardiente, that's the Colombian liqueur?
Oh, no. Oh, I know which one you're talking about. No, I've never had. And then in high school, the rule was if you want me to train you, if you want to join our team, you have to be sober. That was the rule in high school. If you're not sober, you're out. You can't live in my house. You don't get anything sponsored, nothing. So we've been we had a secret crew for a very long time. I've been doing something like this, you know what I mean? Now it's just at a world level.
Got it.
But we've been doing this for fun since forever.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
So, but my question is, were you always, when you would go to your fights, were you loud? Were you extravagant? Were you in the face? Were you...
Yeah.
Yeah?
I was. The issue is back then,
But
there wasn't too many realms to be able to be loud.
But no, I remember one time you told me a story that you weren't as loud.
Oh, no, I know what you're talking about now.
Ah.
You're going to, oh my God, this is a good story.
You were not that loud.
No. I wasn't.
And somebody came and told you something, and you're like, all right.
This is a beautiful story.
Yeah, I want to hear this.
This is a beautiful story. So I grew up, 10 years old, I started jiu-jitsu at the Gracie Academy here, and I stayed with them till 25. Now, 15 years with the same guy. Now, as I'm growing up there, they're teaching me the jiu-jitsu philosophy, okay? And they kept telling me, fly under the radar, let your work speak for itself. Move in silence, all this stuff, right? And here's the thing. At 14, I started teaching adult classes. Now, here's the thing. When I started teaching, for whatever reason, people were attracted to my personality. My classes got 50 to 60 people in my class, whereas their classes had like 30. The head coach, maybe 40. My classes started passing them. So I started posting on Facebook, guys, don't miss my class. Don't miss my class. He said, hey, stop advertising your class. You can advertise the gym, but don't talk about your class. You don't want to create a separation. But they're brainwashing me to be an employee. And I didn't realize it. And my parents used to warn me, you need to leave these people. They're brainwashing you, but I was so loyal to them that I believed everything they were telling me. But eventually I realized that I was there for them with unconditional loyalty, and they weren't there for me. And they were making me a follower instead of a leader. And then this is how I realized it. I was getting ready for a fight, and I was warming up in the back room. And one of the black belts, I can't mention his name or else he'll get kicked out, came up to me and said, Asim, you have to leave. I said, what are you talking about? These are my coaches for 15 years. He's like, you have to get out of here. You're not learning the right mentality to be a champion, to be a leader. I said, what do you mean? He's like, Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson.
He told you
Floyd
this.
Mayweather, Elio Gracie, our own teacher, Royce Gracie, all these guys, they're loud. They ruled with an iron fist. They told everybody what they were going to do, and then they did it. And they made sure that the world knew about them. The goats of every industry were not silent. They were loud. And everyone knew who they were. And when he said that, I realized he was right. So I had lunch with Royce Gracie, and I asked Royce where I should train, and he asked me, who's your hero? I said, GSP's my hero. And he sent me to Montreal.
Live, please.
He sent me to Montreal to TriStar, and that's where my personality opened up.
No way.
But I was always like that. They just...
In Toronto?
In Montreal.
Montreal.
But they held me down. They locked me up, but I always like this. I just couldn't be myself. They want me to shave my head, wear pajamas, and speak Portuguese, and be like them. Instead of being myself. So it was a disservice. Thank God I left them, and the brainwashing is over.
So you got out of the box, and how old are you when that happened?
24, 25.
Because, dude, I have seen you, and you become a different motherfucking animal, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, in those weigh-ins? No, dude, not only that. Bro, I remember once these cops came to your place, and dude, it's just like, bro, you transform.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
You transform.
And a lot of people don't understand that. But again, a lot of people didn't grow up with that leadership mentality. They have that employee mentality, which is a curse.
Right.
It's really a curse.
Yeah.
And because of that, they stay quiet and they fold when they shouldn't. And because of that, they don't get opportunities. They stay quiet. They don't ask for what they want. They don't chase what they want. They wait for it to come to them. And opportunities don't sometimes come to you.
Right.
You have to go and get them. You have to get them.
Yeah.
How are you going to wait around for an opportunity? You have to get up off your ass and walk over and get it.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's a big problem because a lot of people, they talk about manifestation and everything, and that's a big part of it. But the manifestation creates a drive in you to go and get your goal. It's not magic.
Yeah.
You can't sit down and expect it to come to you, you know? So they held me down. I broke out of it, and that's why I burned my black belt in gi when I opened up my gym.
Really? I saw that.
I got a trash can on fire.
Bro, truth be told, there's a lot of people that are not fond of you, right?
Yeah. and notice that all of them are competitors.
Yeah.
And they shouldn't be because we took over. They have gyms that have been open for 10 years, 15 years. They're surviving off children's programs and summer camps. And me, I'm making double the money they are, triple the money they are, and all I have are fighters. I have no kids. We don't have kids classes. We have no summer camps. In fact, the gym isn't even running from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. because what are we doing? You know what it's called?
You guys are doing
nap time.
Nap time.
What gym has nap time? Gyms are like, we got to work. We got to function every hour of the day. We got to function. We're like, no, we take naps from 1 to 6. We're closed 6 hours of the day.
You eat acai bowls.
We're chilling.
You eat pan de bonos.
That's what I'm saying.
You eat donuts.
Imagine chilling in your first year of opening and you're making triple the money as everyone else. They're going to be, why? How aren't they going to be mad?
Yeah.
Of course, they're your competitors. All their students are leaving them and coming to us. Of course they're going to be mad. And on top of that, their membership is $50. No one wants to train with them. Ours is $200, you know, quadruple. So, yeah, it is what it is, you know.
Dude, let me ask you this. What gives you that ruthless mindset, bro? What gives you that ruthless and, bro, like in the face? Like, bro, I see, like, you, bro, it's a fearless mindset, bro. Like, bro, you're giving the middle finger to the fucking guy like this, bro, in the fucking face. What, bro? Like, how do you?
It's a lot.
I love it, bro. I love it.
It's belief, it's passion, but it's also that I understand we're competitors. You're trying to take my dreams from me.
Right.
One of us is going to survive. We're in a fight right now. So I'm not going to let you take my dreams away from me and my people. You know what I mean? So we're going to go 100. It's war. Entrepreneurship is war. I'll tell you this. My dad owns this cafe for 30 years, right? Other cafes have opened up around him. You don't think he's trying to shut them down, burn them down?
Totally.
They pretend, maybe businesses pretend we're friendly. That's not true. We're on Yelp trying to get better reviews than them. We're trying to make sure that we advertise ourselves better than them. We say, oh, that restaurant's terrible. We're the healthiest. We're the best. Of course. It's the same thing when you're fighting. We're the best. You got to talk like that if you truly believe it, but people are scared to talk because they don't know for sure. And they're scared of failure because when they fail, they're going to look dumb.
Do you think that there's also there is an advantage point by being loud?
Of course.
Like a mentality thing that you could give to the other opponent? You think that?
Oh, it breaks most people.
It does, huh?
It breaks most people, and I don't want to give that away. That's like a secret training method. But I'll touch on it a little bit. Our gym is very different than other gyms. Many people don't see structure like other gyms. Other gyms are very militant and make everyone the same. Shave your head, wear the same clothes, talk the same, act the same. Everyone is an individual in our gym. There's no uniform. In fact, we talk about wearing everyone's shirt. Buy Ryan's shirt, buy Roy's shirt, buy Driller's shirt. We support all the fighters, different fighters. Be yourself. Hey, we'll wear your shirt. I'll be you. I'll wear a sombrero and walk out. I'll wear a Cuban flag and walk out. Be yourself, you know? And that mentality is very powerful, you know? When we're loud and chaotic in our gym, it's a chaotic environment.
You actually have a session called Hell Time?
Yeah, going to hell.
Going to hell, bro, where you drop the lights, put the what do you call it? The neon lights.
Yes.
You blast the music, like fucking blast it, and you just make them go through hell.
So it's a hard environment where there's pressure on them, and it's a controlled chaos, and that's what a fight is. When everything is so controlled and militant and strict, it's very predictable and it doesn't teach the fighter to get used to chaos. Now when we fight, we make it chaotic.
That's fucking crazy.
That's it.
Wow.
That's it. And nobody can handle the chaos like us because we do it every day.
Every day. Where'd you learn that?
This was myself.
That was yourself.
Yeah, this was my idea to try this out, you know? So I didn't know if it was going to work. A lot of people said it wasn't, but it seems to have given a very strong mentality to all our fighters.
Love it.
Yeah.
So let's talk about employee mindset.
Oh,
we kind of touched base on that, but employee mindset, and you say that a lot. So how does that go into fighting?
So
because I'm against, like, I'm okay with employees, but that's the first thing. That's the first thing. I think that everyone needs to be an employee at one point.
Well,
in the beginning, because they need to make money. They need to understand what it is to work. They need to understand, and then after that, they go self-employed. From self-employed, they get into a home-based business. Then after that, they participate in like in some sort of assets, crypto assets in general. And then they could get into physical assets, and then after that, like funding and stuff like that. But I think that everyone needs to go to like have like an employee. And then, but then graduate fast. They should not stay in there.
There's progression.
There's progression.
Yeah, of course.
So how does that apply into fighting? Where have you seen that?
Here's the thing. Fighting is such a aggressive, assertive sport. You're imposing your will on somebody, right? This guy wants to win just as bad as you. He's manifesting everything, but it doesn't matter what he manifested because we're talking about real stuff. We're walking into a cage and you'll find out what reality is very fast. It's the truest expression of yourself because you can't hide who you are in the cage. If you're a coward, you'll find out. If you're willing to give up on yourself, you'll find out. If you're a monster, you'll find out. You can't hide who you are. And because of that, you need to have a leadership mentality. Because if you don't, you'll fold. You'll fold. And that's one aspect. You'll fold under pressure because employees can't handle that type of pressure. You know what I mean? They're behind the scenes. They're told what to do. The entrepreneur, the leader, everything's on him. Everything's on him. Everything's on his back. And that's what I have to teach my fighters. Most coaches will say, take the pressure off of yourself. Don't put pressure on yourself. Take it off of yourself. That's a lie.
That's bullshit, right?
All the pressure's on you.
No, bro.
All the pressure. So I'm not going to lie to you.
Dude, I got my boy that says stress-free Ivan. Hashtag stress-free Ivan. Fuck that. I need the fucking stress.
Yes.
I want the stress, bro.
Yes.
I feel alive when I have the stress, bro.
Hell yeah.
You know?
That pressure makes you, 100%
That
rise
pressure
to the
makes,
occasion.
bro, this is why, bro, I take all that pressure, bro, and I take it out. That's my energy, bro.
And every
that's
fighter
my fuel.
needs that. Every fighter needs that. Without that, they're not going to be successful. That's one. That's just performance. Now you're talking about outside the cage as a performer, as a showman.
As a showman, because now I'm just gonna say it. Maybe those fighters that are employee mindsets will just go for the first fight, the first promotion, the first this, the first that, and stay in that rat race without having a bigger plan for the bigger show, for the bigger macro thing. They'll just dog themselves.
I'll tell you something crazy.
Yeah.
My debut fighters, meaning their first professional fight.
I want to make sure that people are getting this.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
My debut fighters, their first professional fight will make more money than the champion of the organization many times.
Say that again.
My fighter in their first professional fight will make more money than the organization's champion many times. Swear.
It's happening now?
It's happened many times.
Oh.
And the champion, if they find out, and they have found out, they get extremely mad at the promotion. But the thing is, what they don't understand is you're a showman.
Right.
You can't stay quiet because you got to sell tickets. You got to get the views. Roy, I mean, in his second fight ever or third fight ever, I remember he got like 7.2 million views on social media.
Sheesh.
That's worth.
That's attention.
Yes. It's worth something. So an organization is obviously going to compensate him for that.
Right.
Whereas the champion, I remember that organization, that event got, I think, 700 views.
Not nothing.
That's a ridiculous. What is that? 100,000 times that, whatever it is. I don't even know. That's ridiculous.
Right.
That's like a joke.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and that's the truth. So, of course, we get paid more than everybody, and you have to be a showman. And you're going to love this. Our competitors many times call me a clown. And they call our fighters, this is a clown show. All these guys are clowns. They're just loud, all this stuff. What they don't understand is a clown is a performer. A fighter is a performer, an entertainer. Both of them are. You have a very similar job. You don't dance and make jokes. You fight. But if you're not entertaining people with your words or how you dress or your show or what you say and how you fight, you're going to fail. And that's why guys with 30 fights make less money than my guys in their first 6, 7 fights. Tremendously less money. It's like ridiculous, like way less money. So that's the reason.
Wow. How would you compare fighting to business?
Oh my God. Now, fighting, again, it's the leadership mentality, the entrepreneur mindset that you can relate. Because again, everything rides on you. Everything's on your back. And if you fail, no one's going to care about your excuses. As an entrepreneur, no one cares. You were feeling sick. Oh, wait, look, I'll give you an example. I work at my gym 70 hours a week, right? If I'm sick at home, who's going to teach my class? Do you think people are going to care that I say I was sick? Nobody's going to care. All they're going to remember is I wasn't at class. So what do? I go to class. I don't miss class unless I really have to. So I'll tell you a trip that I did recently. I drove 4 hours away for an amateur event because nobody could corner the amateurs. I usually don't corner the amateurs, but I drove 4 hours away for an amateur event, right? Everyone fought. I drove back 3 a.m., got here 6 a.m., taught my class till 12, packed my bags, flew out to the DR at 3 in the morning, landed at 5, and then watched my professional fighters over the weekend. Same night they fought, flew back again at 3 a.m. and taught my class the next day.
That's fucking insane.
In the last 6 days, I've slept 3 hours a day.
3 hours a day.
Last 6 days.
These last 6 days. Why? What's going on these last 6 days?
Nonstop. Driving. Go.
From
fly,
where?
Fly. DR.
Right
Orlando.
now?
Yeah, nonstop.
These last 6 days?
Yeah, last 6 days.
And you still came to my podcast, bro.
Yeah, and we can't shut up.
Fuck, that's insane, bro. There we go. We need to.
Celsius energy.
Let's go, baby. Cheers to that. Listen. There was this one time that you got on a flight and your freaking your passport was expired and you did some crazy wild thing.
You know what? And this is what gets me angry about our competitors because they say I'm spoiled and I'm this and that and all this stuff. I don't know why they think I don't work. I work tremendously harder and smarter than them, like tremendously. There's not even a comparison. I'd compete any day with
maybe
schedules.
because you're not doing maybe because you got nap time.
Maybe because I have nap time. Yeah, because I have nap time. Now, I'll tell you this. With that situation, most coaches would have given up. Okay, so I was going to fly to the event. My passport was expired by 3 days.
Oh, my God.
So they're like, you can't go. And I'm like, shit. Like, how am I going to get a passport? It's COVID. Everything's down. You can't get an appointment. And 1 day notice, the guy weighs in tomorrow and fights the next day. So 2 days. I have to get there in 2 days to the DR. So I don't know what to do. Laura and I work so hard. We fly. We take 2 flights to different states to check out if we can get our passport. One guy says no. Fly to Atlanta, book an appointment, get there. I make up a crazy story why we need to go to DR. That was not true at all. And we got our passport and flew to the DR. This is the best part. Landed the day of the fight, got food poisoning, throwing up on the bus to the fight.
My God.
Throwing up on the bus to the fight nonstop. Bro. Going to the bathroom a lot. And then for some reason, when it was the time to warm up Ryan, it was his title fight, till the end of the fight when he knocked him out, everything disappeared. I wasn't sick anymore.
Wow.
It was weird for that.
That's it.
For that 30, 40 minute block. I was blessed. And then right when the fight ended, ran to the bathroom, go to the bathroom, just dying. Yeah.
That's a crazy story.
It's unbelievable. It's on all the go.
I remember.
It's on all the
It was on your stories.
Yeah.
Let's talk about, we already talked about the okay, as a fighter, and I don't think you guys go through this a lot because you guys don't lose. But like the people, like how does a fighter deal with a loss, bro? You know what I mean? Like what do you tell your guys? They go in there and they lose.
So
or spar.
course.
Let's say not a professional fight but like in your, like what would you say to someone that tried something and failed at it or lost or had a loss,
and
right?
We have
lost a fight.
We have experience in losing, 64-4. So 4 professionals have lost, or not 4, but 3. And then amateurs, they do lose because I let amateurs fight on their own. I let them do their thing because they want to find out if this is really their life. And I don't want to hold them back. So you want to fight? Go fight. Represent whatever. I really don't care. Amateurs about experience. And then find out if you're about that life. So we have experience lost there. when I talk to them, I explain to them this. You could do every single thing right in your life and still fail. That's the truth about trying to be successful. I'll give you this. The people that are obsessed like you and I, they're willing to go 150% in one area. But many people want to be 80% in every area. They just want a happy, mediocre. I don't want to say mediocre. They want success, a balanced life, and there's nothing wrong with having a balanced life. But if you want to be 150% in one area, you have to understand that not only are you going to lose a lot of relationships, and there's going to be a dark side, but you might still fail. Success isn't guaranteed. Success isn't loyal. Success is not loyal. So I tell my fighters, you just lost. Start doing everything right, and guess what? You might still lose. Are you ready to keep doing this? Because you could give up and have a much easier life and enjoy life, but are you ready for this? And I had a fighter recently. He's one of the most talented amateurs on my team. Unbelievable. And he had a fight where he choked, like lost in 20 seconds against a guy that's terrible. He can beat this kid. It was just mentally he wasn't there that day. Very young, 20 years old, 19 years old, like amazing fighter. He's gonna explode in the professional scene. I know he will. He was very, very sad. The next day in the gym, he came back, right? I tried my best to make him quit. I made him do 2 10-minute MMA sparring rounds in the cage, try to make him quit against guys much heavier. Then made him do a workout, tried to kill him. And I put my forehead against him, and I was tearing up, and he was tearing up, and I said, you're willing to do this every day and still you might lose. Are you willing to do this? Do you want this? Because every day I'm going to make you suffer and you still might fail. And he said, I'll do it. I'll do it, coach. I'm with you. And I said, then you'll be champion. Then we can do this.
Dude, I failed from 15 to 30 years old, bro. And I never gave up.
I know.
And I gave it my all. But you want to know what's crazy? I was about to give up at 30. Dude. I was about to give up and get a job, bro, when I got the call. And this call was from my current business partner. He said, I want to teach you about Bitcoin. I'm like, what's one more thing? What's one more thing? Let's fucking go at it. And that is the one that changed my life forever,
that's
bro.
That's amazing, man. That's crazy. Because if that wasn't for that one opportunity, who knows where you would go.
Right.
And I have a friend, unbelievable friend for like 20 something years. And he was unemployed for, I think, 7 or 8 years. He got into 35 being unemployed, living with his parents. And we loved him so much. We would fly him forever when we would go to trips. Like we would fly him out and, you know, we would try to help him out if he ever needed help with the dinners, all this crap, right? He was trying to get jobs, a very high level job, and he didn't want to settle. That was the problem. He didn't want to settle. And one day we're lying in the bed and we're both crying.
Yeah.
And he's like, Asim, I give up on life. I don't know what to do. And I said, bro, tomorrow morning we'll write out a plan. We'll figure out what to do. He's like, I just give up. I don't even care anymore. He got hired within 2 days to Juul, back when Juul was nothing.
What's Juul?
Juul is the vape company, the biggest one in the world.
Oh, Juul.
Biggest one in the world.
Yeah. J-U-U.
They gave him stock in the company.
No.
Juul got sold to Marlboro for like, I don't know how many millions of dollars.
Get out of here.
He became a millionaire overnight.
Shut up.
A millionaire overnight.
He's lit.
He waited. He didn't want to settle. And I can't believe it came just 2 days after he was planning on quitting. God bless that man. He's more successful than all of us.
Wow. Yo, you ever came across someone that you're training that just wants to go, like, okay, that doesn't want to do the small fights and just wants to wait for the big break?
Oh, for sure. For sure. And it's crazy because I think a lot of fighters are, I shouldn't say a lot of, well, actually, sorry. The majority of fighters are spoiled and they want everything now. They're not willing to invest. And that's why they reach only to a certain level. You know what I mean? You have to truly invest in yourself. And what does investing in yourself mean? It means sacrificing a lot. You know, like, for example, these guys living in the gym, doing all this stuff, you know?
Let me ask you, what do you recommend your fighters do? Do you still tell them to keep a job or to go full-time fighting?
Ooh, that's a hard one. Full-time fighting, obviously, they will be more successful if they do that. But the life that comes with it is not easy. You know what I mean? living in the gym, eating meal plans that maybe you don't want to eat, cutting weight at any moment. You have to take 1 day notice fights, 2 day notice fights. We're very unique. Our team does that very often. It's a lot of suffering, but the guys that do that, it's no coincidence. The guys that do that are the most successful in our gym.
So would you say all the successful fighters are 100% fighters? They don't have jobs?
Yes. 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 You know, if they have a job, it's training somebody in the gym. You know,
Right.
They don't leave the gym. If that's their job, yes, they do like private training in the gym.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
So what is it? Is it that they just have to fight all day? I mean, train all day?
Yes, I'll talk about one fighter specifically, which is a Chilean fighter named Arturo. Arturo, he has over 80 kickboxing fights in Chile. His first class, he came to me and he showed me a message, a DM on Instagram, and it said, "One day I'm going to be your student," from 2 years ago. He's been trying to get to America for 2 years. He lived in my gym. Rent's very expensive in Miami, so he put his wife in West Palm Beach or something, you know, and he lived in our gym away from her.
Wow.
Away from her. For 8 months, in a training camp for 8 months. He didn't ask for a fight. He said, "When you're ready, you tell me." 8 months training camp. Training 3-4 times a day and studying video in between. I swear to God, a lot of coaches exaggerate what their fighters are doing. I'm not exaggerating. Studying fights in between. After 8 months, I gave him his fight. He knocked the guy out in like 2 minutes. You know, professional fight. We skipped amateur, professional. Knocked the guy out. And now he's going to be a big part of Combate Global's TV show about us.
Wow.
He's going to be a very big part.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it kind of differs from what I think for the finance world, because I believe that they should have a job. But then again, like my business concept is not 24 hours a day. You know what I mean? It's not as intense as being a fighter, bro. You know what I mean?
It's a little different.
It's a little different because
But that's why it's amazing.
But that's why it is amazing. Yes. You don't got to do it all day.
No, yes.
You know, to be involved in this cryptocurrency and to be involved in what I do, you don't have to do it all day. But for to be a fighting champion, you gotta do this all day.
You got to. It's 100%. You got to do it all day, especially because, in every industry you're competing with people, but especially in this industry, you're literally like fighting with.
Like you said this was the ultimate proof of what was it?
Of who you are.
Of who you are.
You're demonstrating who you are in front of everybody. So much is on the line, and guess what? This is the worst part of MMA. It's never enough. There's never enough proof. You can win consistently and people will still say that you haven't done anything. For example, I'll give you a beautiful example. Conor McGregor's 2-weight class champion. To this day, people say, he had easy fights coming up. He had easy fights. He wasn't tested. They discredit a 2-weight class champion. I'll tell you this, Khabib, 29-0. The most dominant 155er in history, right? Oh, he had easy fights coming up. His record is BS. Are you kidding me? How are you taking credit away from these unbelievable legends? People, you have to always prove yourself. And the second you lose all credibility to your haters.
That's insane.
They'll say, "See, he lost." Crazy.
Bro, why would you say people are like that, dude? Why do people like
I know
why like it could take you 20 years of an amazing record and you do one thing, bro. One thing, one mistake, and everything goes to trash.
Everything. You lose all credibility.
What?
So the reason why, and I really have been researching this because especially we're so loud, there's so much attention on us. Our competitors are very upset locally. So I get to hear the rumors of what they're saying. I get to see what they're saying online, everything. So I'm like, why do these guys feel this way? So I've been studying human behavior, something I'm super interested in lately. I do a lot of human behavior studying, which is cool to see what people's mentality is. And one thing is, it's a lot of projection. It's a lot of projection. They're like, I am this way. Right. I want to be successful. That guy's that way. He's not going to be successful because they want to believe that the way they're doing it is the right way.
Right. Because if not, then
they're failing.
They're failing.
Then their fate is to fail.
Yeah, of course.
That's it. That's their fate. They're like, oh, if he's right, I'm gonna fail. So he's wrong.
Right.
So he's wrong. Right. So they don't want to believe that. You know, and it's because they're not there. That's why the real champions, right? They don't really look at people underneath them. You know, all the competitors look up at us. We don't even consider them. You know what I mean? Besides when we troll them, maybe.
Yo, bro, one of your favorite artists is like 6ix9ine.
This is for a specific reason, though.
I know. Talk to me about that, bro.
Yeah. 6ix9ine, I like it because I like the emotion it draws out on people.
Dude,
because
did you just see he just dropped a video, bro? Did you see the latest video?
I saw that.
Dude, he just comes and rips it, bro.
It's crazy.
He falls off the map, he comes back, bro, and leaves everybody in the dust.
Yes.
That's admirable, dude.
No, it is. And that's what I love. He brings the emotion out of the people where they get upset for whatever reason. And I enjoy that.
And you do that though too, bro.
Yes.
Like you wear a Versace shirt. You clown on yourself.
Yeah.
You clown on yourself,
People
bro.
don't. I troll myself.
Like, dude, you troll yourself,
And
bro.
people don't
When
know
other
that.
coaches are probably not, right?
Yes.
They're what? They're like, how do most coaches are? Like,
No, I mean, they're very basic, right? Bow or, call me master. I'm your master. But listen, they don't. You can't even call him his name. These MMA masters guys.
Yeah.
Try to call the coach by his first name. He'll get mad at you. He's like, I'm master.
Oh.
Everyone calls him master. That's a joke. Since at what point in life did he sit everyone down and say, hey, from this day on, you will refer to me as master? What? Boy, I want to sit all my students down. You know what I'm going to say? From this day on, you will refer to me as daddy. Call me daddy, baby. It's so ridiculous.
Right.
It's super humorous. Super humorous.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Bro, you was just telling me earlier when we had the little break, the events.
Yes.
Like a dope. I think that, dude, with your I think it could be done, bro.
Yeah. I definitely
and you needed what we have, which is
100%.
that space.
100%.
That
100%.
space, bro.
Yes.
On the roof.
Yes. The roof of Miami, the perfect space my dream space. So we'll make it happen,
Yeah.
And look, everything
Look at him, look at me. He's excited now.
Yeah. Everything I do and I say, I really try to follow statistics, right? Statistically, we are the most viral gym in the world. Statistically.
Seriously.
Swear to God.
Like numbers. Don't lie. Because
Our-
men and women lie.
No, we can look. Thank you guys. Thank you. I appreciate you. Statistically, we're the most viral gym in the world. You can look at our analytics to back it up. And
dude, your page. I remember when you started your page.
Yeah, from
dude, it
zero.
was nothing.
Zero. Yeah.
And now how much?
170,000 followers.
But your views are insane.
Now the thing is,
I remember one time, and I'm sorry, I keep cutting you off. Somebody approached you and said, yeah, I'm an Instagram guru, I could help you. And you're like, hey, buddy, can you help me get these results?
Exactly.
If not, fuck off.
Yeah, exactly. It was so annoying. I'm like, what are you even saying right now? You have 300 followers. Like, I'm on this thing all day. And the thing is, look, 170,000 followers, right? The average account with 170,000 followers gets about like 4 million impressions a month. We get 12 to 15 million impressions a month. Okay? Now, here's what's very interesting.
Wait. Say one more time.
The average account with our following gets about 4 million impressions a month.
Okay.
We get 12 to 15 million impressions a month.
12 to 15.
Yes.
Most of them get 4, so
Yes.
you're doing 3x.
Yes.
Okay.
We're triple X. So now here's the thing. You'll look at a team, because I'm saying that I'm the most viral team, highest analytics in the world, and some people are going to be like, that's not true. American Top Team has 300,000 followers. You only have 170,000. Here's the thing. I said analytics. Views and likes and comments. If you look at American Top Team's analytics, they have 340,000 followers. I would say 240,000, maybe more, are fake. And I can tell you why. Their average video gets 10,000 views. And they're putting videos of UFC champions and they only get 10,000 views. I'm putting amateurs that get 80, 100,000 views, 150,000, 200,000 views. Amateurs. If I put a video of a UFC champion, it's guaranteed millions and millions of views. So it's extremely fake. And it sucks because I'm working so hard in this industry, and then people out there can go ahead and do that and they look like they're at my level or higher, but then you look at the numbers and it's not even close. Not even close. Looking at their analytics, averaging their everything, I can assume that they get maybe, 1 million or 600,000 impressions a month. Maybe weaker. I don't even know. So it is what it is. It doesn't mean they're a weak team. They're an
And how are you
team.
able to do that, bro? You don't have UFC guys.
That's the thing. And that's what's so weird about it. So if I'm doing it at this level, wait till my guys get into the UFC. It would be unbelievable. People are going to love us.
Oh my
You know what I mean? So we're going to go viral to an unbelievable level.
Now, I got a question for you, dude. What happens when these guys see you? the guys that don't like you?
The
in
competitors?
person.
Yes.
What do they do?
Yeah, they shake my hand and pretend nothing.
No way!
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. They'll shake my hand, pretend nothing happened. They'll nod their head. No, they won't do anything. They'll do nothing. And that's why when they try to troll me online and I talk crap to them and they threaten me, they threaten my health, that they're gonna jump me, they're gonna hurt me, they're a real gangster, all this stuff. And I say, you'll do nothing.
Right.
And they do nothing. And I won't call him out because I feel bad that he did nothing. So I don't want to make him feel he's a UFC fighter. Yeah, he's a UFC fighter. I don't want to antagonize him because I don't want to get hit anyways. Now he's going to decide to do something. I don't feel like getting sucker punched. So whatever. I won't say anything. But they don't do anything. They bow down.
I guess at the end of the day, it's just showmanship.
They're not showing nothing. It goes back to being embarrassed of who they are, being embarrassed to show what they believe. So they stay quiet and they look and shake hands. Because they're scared. Me, I'm not scared. I'll tell them, yo, you guys suck. I don't care. Your boy sucks. He's about to get smashed by us. Like, I don't care. I'm going to be truthful. And that truth hurts people because they want to pretend to be humble. But look what happens. All these fighters and coaches that pretend to be humble.
Are you going to have this Pande or no?
Have it.
No. I just want it out of here.
Sure.
Do you want it though?
No, later.
Later. Thanks.
All the coaches that pretend they're humble and fighters pretend they're humble, but when they win, they cry, and the coaches are, bro, they're not humble. They're just scared to show the truth. They're extremely arrogant.
Bro, that's so fucking important. That's something I want to talk about. Dude, I get fucking criticized all the time for being loud, bro. I get kicked out of places. Dude, my neighbors hate me. Even in Costa Rica, bro, I bought all that land in the mountain. My neighbors talk shit. Yeah. I'm too fucking loud. I went to a hotel, bro. I got kicked out. Like a hotel on the mountain because I was too loud. Like, bro.
That's insane.
I'm telling you.
Wow.
Dude,
that's really crazy.
This is why I love Miami so much, bro.
Yeah.
Because it matches my fucking energy, bro. I'm tired of being a sore fucking thumb, dude.
I love that.
I fucking hate it.
You're 100% right.
I want to match my I want my energy to be matched, bro.
The level in Miami of competitiveness is so high that you need that.
I need it.
That energy.
And I love it because it's embraced.
Yes.
Bro, I'm tired of going to these places and being the only one like that, dude.
Yep.
Fuck that. Fuck that.
I love it. Brickell, Miami Beach, South Beach, Midtown. Like, these are such unbelievable areas. Edgewater and the competition level of all your friends. If you're looking at them and you're looking at yourself, you're like, oh my God, I need to do better. What am I doing? Like, I mean, people are pulling up to my gym and like,
competition is good, bro.
I love it. No, it's great. Oh my God, talking about comparing yourself with other people. That's what that is. People are like, don't compare yourself with other people.
No, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, why not?
Of course, you should be able to handle that.
Yes.
And then improve on it.
Right?
That's all it is.
Yeah.
You know?
So I mean, obviously, bro. You know what? People think, Diego. People think I'm narcissist.
Oh
my God!
I understand.
There goes that shit.
Yeah, but that's
narcissist.
That's a very dumb thing.
The arrogant.
That's a very ignorant thing to say.
Totally.
Very ignorant thing to say. So this is a very important comparison, like we were talking about earlier. If you want to be okay, let's talk about this. Who's one of the most powerful people in the country?
The president.
The president.
Yes.
Okay. So the president, in order to get elected, has campaigns.
Yeah.
They grab a microphone.
Yeah.
They say, this is why you should vote for me and why you shouldn't vote for them. They get into debates. They're wrong. I'm right. They don't know what they're talking about. And then eventually they get the votes and then they get elected. Yeah. There's no president that sits back and says, my work speaks for itself.
No.
What? No one's going to vote for you.
Bro. You know how you like, bro, when your guys go up and they do the weigh-ins, it's like, yes. Or when they're in the cage,
Yes.
Tribes, back in the days, indigenous tribes, what would they do before they go to war? Or in the Netherlands, you know? Or New 100%. Zealand, sorry.
Yes.
Dude, since when did this society become chumps? Whoa, you see all that? Since when did we just become chumps?
I know.
And we cannot express ourselves and be and have that energy, bro.
It's terrible.
Dude, that energy is admirable. That energy is gift. That energy is life.
Yes.
That energy is frequency.
Of course.
Why do they want us to be monks? Dude, we're living for a reason. We're breathing for a reason. Yep. Why are they trying to chill us out?
It's crazy. And then you know what they say? A lot of these people with the employee mindset, they'll say, oh, there's a system not letting me be successful. It's not allowing me to be successful because of a system that keeps us oppressed. And I'm like, what? My parents came from the trenches of Pakistan with air raids
What
and bombs
system,
going off.
dude?
And now they're millionaires. What are you saying, system? Don't even talk about that system. You should break through that. Oh my, okay, I talked about this in another podcast, but I gotta talk about it here because you're gonna love this. You're gonna love this.
I'm ready.
There's a YouTube video that I absolutely hate.
Which one?
They line up everyone on a football field. They said, hey, if you went to private school, walk 5 yards forward. If your parents never got divorced, walk 5 yards forward. If you're Caucasian, walk 5 yards forward. Whatever it is, right? And they're like, if I told you to race right now, all of you in the back, you're starting from behind here, you're gonna fail. These guys get to start ahead of you. That's not fair. I said, what? My parents weren't even on the football field.
Totally.
They had to fly to the football field.
Yeah.
And they were all the way
That has
behind.
nothing to do with it,
And
bro.
they passed everybody.
Everybody.
There's no excuse for
None.
anything.
Nothing.
You can break through all of that through the mentality.
You know, Lil Wayne says that shit too. There was like, what do you think about white power? What he's like, what was it? What it has, Lil Wayne? Remember? Yo, bro, there's a beautiful one. Let's look it up. Can you look it up? Thank you.
I got you.
All right, so there's one here on racism. Put Lil Wayne racism. Interview. Look at this.
This one?
Let me see. Lil Wayne stands by his no such thing as racism.
Oh, wow. That's a big statement. Or is that not it?
Stands by. Let's go to the one where he actually says it.
This is a 1 minute one, so it's probably...
It's a 1 minute one?
Yeah, this one's the shorter version.
Racism does not exist. Oh, it may be that one, huh?
It's
all right.
probably,
All right. Bye. Yo, did you put the AC up?
EV rental fleet is the
It's hot. Please.
12 years old.
Yeah.
At the age of 12 years old, I shot myself. I was in the house. Police knocked on the door. I was right there. They knocked the door down. Everybody jumped over my body to go get the guns and drugs and whatever they could find. It took one guy to stop right there and cuss everybody that hopped over me out. Like, what the f are y'all doing? They say, oh, no, we was going to see if it, what the f are y'all doing? We called the ambulance. An ambulance, do you not see this kid on the floor with this hole in his chest? Say, you drive, pick me up. Brought me to the hospital. He didn't drop me off at the ambulance and say, you take him. He brought me to the hospital room and made two and stood there and waited till the doctor said he's gonna make it. He said, don't worry, my name's Uncle Bob. He was white as snow.
White as snow.
That hopped over me was blacker than me.
Was he a cop?
Yeah, he was a cop, and my life was saved by a white man. I don't know what racism is.
You see, it's that attitude. It's that attitude, bro. I don't believe in racism. Bro, I'm a high school dropout, dude. I'm a high school dropout, bro. My last grade was 9th. You know?
Yep.
Dude, I don't know how to spell most words. You okay? And I made it. You know? So, what were we talking about? What was the point of that?
The point was the football field. Exactly.
But what was the...
People use that as an excuse that there's some sort of system that keeps them down instead of breaking through all of it.
Right, dude. But it's like... What I'm trying to say is, bro, is that we're kind of very similar. You know? We're loud.
Yes.
We are loud. We are loud. We like expressing ourselves. Like, we believe that... For example, I know that, dude, you wake up every single morning and you're happy to be alive. You're a very grateful person, bro. You have you have a big sense of gratitude. You have a big sense of gratefulness. Oh, it's the same word, but like, you're really grateful for being alive. Yeah, you're grateful for where your parents are. You're grateful that you're in a position where you are and you give this back as much as you can.
Yep.
And dude, I think that we're misjudged, bro. I think we're misunderstood.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? We're misunderstood, but at the end of the day, bro, it fucking works.
It works, and not only that, by you speaking out, you're spreading this positivity and this knowledge to others, and maybe not everyone will listen, but the ones that do, you can change their lives.
Totally.
Because if you let your work speak for itself, honestly, people won't know about your work.
No.
But when you speak out there, there's going to be many that are inspired. And then they're going to inspire others. You're spreading positivity throughout the world. So you got to be loud. You got to be loud for everybody. In fact, if you're not loud, you're not being a productive part of society. Let's help everybody. Tell them about your success. Tell them how you got there. Tell them your strategies, everything. Put it out there.
It's confidence.
And who knows what you're going to create? You might not even
confidence.
know. It's 100% confidence. Look at all these 1.6 million views, 1 million, 4.8. I wonder how much of an impact it had on people. Some people might have been mad about it, but some people might have been inspired.
Let's show them how loud you are on your Instagram.
Oh, on my Instagram? Okay.
Let's show them how loud. Show us some clips, bro, of you being loud, bro, of some monumental moments where you're really...
I think this is the one that's the biggest.
Let's see. Remember to put the music on.
You want to be the greatest of all time? Don't fly under the radar. They lied to all of you. Make big promises and over-delivery. That's what a GOAT does.
That's the law of the GOAT.
Opa, Hector! Hector's going to be on this podcast soon.
I can't wait. And you know, that's a big principle of the GOAT Shed. One of our phrases for GOAT Shed is make big promises and over-deliver.
Make big promises.
Make big promises,
but
and
over-deliver.
100%. Because a big principle that I talk to my students, by the way, there's at least 2 days a week.
But bro, big promises and over-deliver, not big promises and under-deliver. Big promise and over-deliver.
Yeah, if you're not going to over-deliver, forget it.
Yo, don't even make big promises, bro. Don't put, yo,
because
dude.
there's 2 days a week I give a philosophical talk.
Imagine if you were doing all these big promises, talking loud, and you would have losses left and right. It don't match.
You can't.
It can't match.
Now you're gonna be a famous loser.
Yes, you can be a famous loser, bro. No, you don't want to be a famous loser.
You gotta over deliver. And one thing is, 2 days a week I have a philosophical talk, entrepreneur talk with my students. Okay, one principle we talk about, and you're gonna love this, is always to work harder than paid for.
Bombs, dude. I'm so freaking tired of people wanting to get compensated before they work.
That's most people.
What the hell are they talking about?
Most people. Most people. You have to work harder than paid for.
Totally.
That mentality will teach you to over-deliver. So that way when you make big promises, it's in your character to over-deliver.
Yes, totally. Fire. Now let's talk about crypto.
Let's do it.
When was the first time you heard about crypto?
Ivan. Thank you. And you know, it was unbelievable because
I came into that gym.
You came into that gym, and a group of individuals, a group of your friends, you know, the mastermind that you've created around yourself came in.
Yeah, totally. Shout out to Matt Rosa.
Yes. And they were a big influence, and especially you because you spent the most time in the gym.
Yeah.
And I started picking your brain, and I was always interested. And what stunk about it was my focus was it was
Other
difficult
things.
to spread attention. It's very difficult. Yeah. But you've always consistently tried to help me with knowledge. And now this is the year where I really want that to be a big part of the GOAT Shed. Crypto. I want to dive into that space really deep. You know?
I'm down to come in, bro, and talk about it.
And that's going to be the biggest thing. You dropping knowledge for all our guys is going to be the biggest thing because fight or not, they'll be able to be successful individuals.
I think they should take a percentage of their earnings and throw it into crypto, bro, as a 5-year plan.
That's a genius
Right now is the
idea.
perfect time.
We should definitely, with the GOAT managed fighters, we could create some sort of plan like that, you know, where, hey, look, we're getting you paid so much more than everybody else. Go ahead and take a certain percentage out of that. Let's put it into crypto. We'll create your wallet. We'll help you create your wallet, and you take care of that and do your thing.
Dude, I think they should opt in to our education program as a mandatory so then they could develop their entrepreneurship skills and their financial literacy skills.
That's
bro, it's only like 180 a month. But that being said, bro, like while they have nap time, bro, they could develop their mindset. Because dude, you want them to get out the employee mindset. You want them to be leaders.
Of course.
And that's what DCX does. That's what we do.
Yes.
Bro, you see my circle. My circle of guys, this is what we do. You see, I travel over the world, bro. I do it for a reason. I mean, I have people that come to me and say, bro, you remember that talk 3 years ago that you came to the city? Well, I followed your blueprint. Look how much I have.
That's
life-changing.
That's insane.
Now you have these guys that have, I wouldn't say downtime, but they have, you know, they have some gaps between their trainings. And instead of having to fill in fill in by having a job or this, they could do this and really make a extra income that will allow them to train.
Exactly. And that'll be the goal.
And that will be part of like, let's just say a part of their curriculum. You know what I'm saying? Like their training program, because you want them to get elevated.
You just made me realize something. So we have a good amount of sponsors.
Mm-hmm.
I should even allocate a percentage of the team sponsorship to crypto. And that way, maybe one day, if we're not, unfortunately, we don't have as many sponsors one day. I mean, we have this investment that we put in so long ago.
Yes,
that's
bro.
a
percentage of this should go into a crypto wallet, invested into some really good opportunities.
Yep. And that will be funding the team.
And it's funding the team. It's not, no one touches it. It's there. You're allocating it. DeFi is good, bro. You ever heard of DeFi?
Oh my God, what is this?
So it's decentralized finance. And basically what it is now is that you could have crypto, put it into a DeFi coin or a DeFi project that gives you a percentage every single month by you it's like you're borrowing your crypto. You're lending your crypto. You're lending your crypto.
This is why I want to spend a lot more time with you. You know, I want you to spend time.
Dude, I could bring all my educators, bro. Yeah. I have so many of them here in Miami, bro, that they would learn so much from my guys. That's how I really want to sponsor, honestly. Yeah. On top of whatever else I'm sponsoring.
Bigger than anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's and then you should take a percentage of the sponsorship and create a dedicated crypto wallet.
The GOAT wallet.
The GOAT wallet. Bro, and that GOAT wallet is for your people, bro. Because look, I honestly believe that Bitcoin's gonna hit 250K. Right now it's 40,000. So, bro, it's a perfect opportunity. And forget about it. Ethereum and some other coins, dude. Why not use other people's money to help your team?
I love it.
Instead of BS. All right, now I'm not saying that BS is not BS, but like I know you could you take a percentage, a little percentage, and say, look, this is going for that.
Yes.
Because, dude, and then that could be the GOAT wallet is the home wallet that helps with the trips, that helps with the food, that helps with this, that helps with that.
100%. I love it. I love the idea. This is I'm going to implement this for sure.
Good.
You know, and I hope the next time the viewers see you, we got to have something done in the gym.
Oh, we will.
We got to pass the knowledge for sure.
Let me ask you this. What was the first coin that you really started to like? I think I know.
Oh,
the answer
no.
to that.
Yes. Okay.
What got you into that?
I know. This is going to be such a dumb reason, though.
It's
you know
okay.
What I mean? So, like, crypto was one, I was super interested in it because of you, 100%, speaking with you. And then when Dogecoin came out, this is going to sound so bad.
No, it's okay.
Oh, my God. The Shiba Inu, right? The dog. It was super cute. And like, I have a secret passion for like little dogs, little puppies, you know, and nobody knows about it. So I saw the logo and I'm like, oh my God, I got to invest in this. I don't even care if it makes money. I just want to be a part of this.
No, I saw you got super excited, bro.
I got super
excited. And that's the amazing thing, bro, about crypto. That have you ever got excited about a stock?
Never.
Oh
my God, I never realized that.
And you got excited because of a little doggy.
I never realized that.
Think about that, bro.
That's crazy.
Think about how many people got excited with that little doggy.
I never thought of it that way. Yeah. That's insane. Stock's been around forever.
You never cared about it. You didn't care about another crypto I talked to you about, but came a little doggy and boom, grabbed you.
Oh my God, I feel so mature right now.
It's all right.
You're right.
But dude, that's the power of crypto right now, bro. This is why it's a force to be reckoned with, because there's a project for everybody.
Yep.
There's a project for everybody. And now that you're in Miami, you're in the hub of the crypto world. This is the center of crypto right now. What attraction are you getting with the crypto companies? What attraction? How are you pivoting, or how are you? What's your goal? But on top of what we just discussed right now, which we're gonna do the GOAT Fund.
You're gonna be shocked right now.
Yeah, tell me.
Tell you.
Yeah.
So, have you heard of Marshall Inu?
No.
So Marshall Inu, they're an interesting crypto coin. They've decided to enter the MMA realm, and their biggest...
Oh my God, bro, I just thought about something right now. Just remind me.
Okay.
GOAT NFT.
there's a project going on, but we need help. So definitely we'll talk about that. But Marshall Inu is an amazing company. They fight for fighters. Okay, they're very against what the fighter pay is right now. They have spent millions of dollars sponsoring fighters. To be honest, many of the fighters on the team, they're amazing people. I sent them our trailer. I explained what our gym is, what I'm doing for my fighters. They're like, do me a favor, send us your roster. Sent them my roster. They sponsored everybody.
Wow.
Everybody. And I'm talking about giving them money.
Is this a coin?
Yeah.
What's it called?
Marshall Inu.
Oh, wow.
Marshall Inu. And they sponsor everybody. Every fight they're sponsoring them. If my fighter needs blood work done, if my fighter, anything that happens in their life and it's rough on them, they really are there to help. You know, and one of the pioneers showed up at the gym the other day, which was an absolute honor.
Where are they from?
The original people, I don't know, but the pioneer that walked in, he's a Korean Jew. You can find him on
Korean Jew.
His Instagram is called Korean Jew on Instagram.
Really?
I love it. It's super funny, you know? And he's so down to earth. He's the man, and he's really helping us in a lot of ways, and I hope we do big things together. And great person, you know?
Okay. So these guys are really, so these crypto companies are reaching out.
A lot of crypto companies. Yes, a lot of crypto companies.
Because I think there's a good synergy, bro. Crypto people are loud. Crypto people love Miami. You guys are loud. You guys love Miami. You know, it's a revolution. It's an evolution. It's you guys are doing things different. Crypto's doing things different. And bro, crypto companies have the funding, and you guys have the audience, and you guys are crushing it. That's why I told you, bro. Every like move, you need to rebrand it, bro. This is the Bitcoin cross. This is the Ethereum chokehold. You know, this is the Bitcoin knockout.
That's what we're gonna get.
Ethereum knockout.
Yep.
Boom.
Yep, you're right,
bro. On those fights, you know what you needed. You know what we could do? Bitcoin face on top of the fighter, right? Or on top of the fighter, and then the dollar. Bam.
Love it. Love it.
Knockout.
Love it. And I know the perfect.
Bro, this will go viral. It will go on every crypto channel.
I know the perfect guy to do that with too. The perfect animator.
Yeah.
The perfect animator. We'll get it done.
So listen. Oh, bro, you know what's a great opportunity for you? Because you have the characters. Goat Shed NFT.
I love it. We're trying to jump on it. I'm very new to it, so the process is slow.
I mean, I could help you find the people and all that.
Thank you.
You know why?
Tell me.
You know what your utility should be or could be? You know, every NFT should have a utility.
Yeah.
A utility is a use case. That if they buy that character, which would be, let's just say, whoever that is, right? Whoever from your gym, right? If they buy that character, right? Which there could be many of those characters with different hats and shirts and different outfits, right? They get a percentage of that person, that fighter's compensation.
Oh my God, I didn't think of that.
Yes, bro. So let's just say 10% is allocated from, let's say let's just say John. John is in part of your team. You're like, John, we need to fund your career, bro. We're gonna make X amount of your characters part of the GOAT NFT. Okay? We're going to raise $1 million. But 10% of that, 10%, okay, what we're going to give the holders is 10% of what you make. But we're going to raise $1 million.
I understand.
So now, you guys, GOAT management and your fighter has $1 million to take this man's career to the next level. And whatever they make from here on in, 10% goes to the holders.
And that's going to increase the value tremendously as they keep fighting. That's insane.
Yes.
That's crazy to think
yes.
about. People are going to invest in their careers like that.
Yes.
Wow.
That is the way to do it.
That's the way to do it.
Did you come up with that right
now? I just came up with that right now. Now, here's another one. Are you ready? Wow. Then you have the GOAT. The GOAT is you. The GOAT is you. The utility of the GOAT is 10% of the membership or the sponsorship. Whatever the gym does, 10% you allocate to your NFT holders.
Wow. This is sick.
So now you get funding. Now, it's funding, but NFT. So you create the GOAT. You get a whole bunch of GOATs. You raise, I don't know, $2 million, $3 million. But you're only allocating 10%.
I love it.
But the NFT holders are happy.
Of course they are.
They're excited.
It's an investment.
It's an investment.
Huge investment.
And it's on smart contracts.
This is amazing. This is unbelievable.
Boom.
I love it. I love
Boom.
it. I love it.
Boom.
Now I hope nobody else does it before. That was sick.
No, but they can't do it
until we get that.
No, but they can't do it, bro, because they don't have the business model. You have the business model.
I understand. Yeah.
They don't have the GOAT.
You're right.
They don't have the GOAT. They don't have your analytics. They don't have your roster. They don't have your swag.
I'll tell you this.
It don't matter if they hear this. They won't be able to duplicate
You're right.
it. That's it.
Our competitors, although they hate on us and criticize us, many of them have copied us. They've copied our colors. They've tried to copy similar logos. They've renovated their gym to look similar to us. And still they haven't gone anywhere. Because we can't be replicated.
No.
You know? It's just
so let me tell you what a restaurant is doing. A restaurant, it's actually a club. The club created NFTs off of a shot. So he did several shot glasses with different colors, right? And then they made it into like little characters. And the NFT the NFT holders that have that shot will always get a revenue share of how many of those shots that are sold in that restaurant.
Wow.
And this restaurant has like multiple restaurants.
That's crazy.
So you buy that shot.
How much do they sell that for?
Dude, I mean, bro, it adds. I mean,
that's insane.
Yes, that's the bro. There's resort owners that say, listen, invest in my NFT project, and I'm gonna give you a 8 to 10%. I'm allocating 7 to 10% of my gross to my NFT holders, bro. It's a great way to raise. It's just come on, dude. This is what NFTs are.
Phenomenal. This is amazing.
Yes, sir.
I had no idea. I've never heard of something like that. The utility like that. That's phenomenal.
Well, that being said, ladies and gentlemen, is there anything that Mr. Awesome Asim, founder of Goat Shed, 64-4?
Yeah.
Okay. Wants to say before we end this?
Man, I want to say, don't be scared to be yourself.
Do not be scared to be yourself, bro.
Be loud about it. Make big promises. Over-deliver.
Yes. Make big promises. Over-deliver.
And never forget that dark side, because you could do everything right and still come short.
It's coming. It's right around the corner. It's waiting. It's lurking.
Yep. That's it.
So how do you stay away from that dark side? Or you gotta
No.
go through it?
No, I'll tell you this.
What?
This is what I'm starting to realize. And remember,
I don't know. I'm learning here too, bro.
I don't know. I don't know it all. I could be very wrong.
But I know the dark side is lurking.
You know it. In a year from now, I could change my mentality, but
it's okay. We could change at any time.
I'm trying to evolve right now. How you get over that dark side is this. If you're in love with the journey instead of the destination, it won't matter what happens at the end, because you loved every single day of your life leading up to it. And whether you were short of your goal or you made your goal, it didn't matter, because you loved your life and you loved the journey through it. So if you don't love the journey, there's no point.
Yo, guys, I fucking love this podcast. Thank you guys for tuning into Crypto Talks. Awesome. Thank you for coming, bro, and dedicating all these minutes and all the. We did like a few hours here, bro.
A few hours, yep.
Thank you guys for watching. Please share. Please pass this on to someone that you love, and tune in to the next Crypto Talks with your boy Ivan Paychecks. See you guys. Peace.